Hey, how y'all doing out there? It's new phone time. Picked this one up this weekend, and I now can't use my phone as an excuse. So that's going to be a real problem. We'll have to figure something else out. I'm sure we will over time. We're pretty smart as a collective unit. But yeah, man, we got this on Sunday, so we are ready to go. Those who caught my stream on Friday, it did suck. We had to end the stream early due to technological issues. It turns out if you drop your phone enough, it struggles to connect to your computer. But yeah, we're here, man. We're gonna have a good time. Looks like I have set this. I have to fix that setting. That's for damn sure because we do set the phone aside at times. But we'll get that fixed up a little bit later. Kablam, kabam. I think that's the obvious. I think that's the obvious undercurrent of all of the problems, even outside of the game. You just go around, something annoying happens. It's probably Kabam's fault. Someone cuts you off, almost certainly kabam. I like your attitude, Dr. Xpod. What's up, dude? And yes, you were first. You were first. What's up, United Hicks? How you doing? Too White, what is going on? I can't wait to use more for Captain Brittany's Jugs. All right, hell yeah, man. Let's hope it's a good one, man. What's up, Zacharoo? How you doing? Ultar, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. Let's get you up on that board, dude. Pixel Frosty, how are you? All right, let's go say my account is getting stacked. Today took Starkey. Ooh, nice, dude, from the Korean Selectors. That is a really like how to phrase it. I love it. I love that move. I needed to get Serpent. I would have loved to have taken Starpy. I would have loved Starpy, but I would have liked Stark enhanced Spider-Man even more. So kudos to you, man. That's awesome. Evan's daddy, what's up, dude? There's that the bat signal in the sky. So I'm here. What's up, man? Thank you so much for being here, dude. I'm gonna keep playing my looks like a brotato. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. That's gonna bother me. I'll probably be right back screen and get that sorted. What's up, Wolf? How you doing, man? Oscar, what's up, dude? I got destroyed on Node 42 and Beauty 2. I'm so sorry. That's it. You're being removed. Nah, man. Oh, it was Node 45. Yeah, well, if it was 42, we would have kicked you immediately. But 45, that's fine. Yeah, no worries. But thanks for coming by and saying so. I dropped two just on the first war of the season. I was punching up against a rank 5. That's really going to bother me. We're going to have to fix that. I was punching up against a rank 5 Penny, and I was using Jean Grey. I thought I would be fine. Turns out, punching up against, I think it was the rank 5 Ascension level 1 or 2. I can't recall. And it was a node that it wasn't a good idea onto, so that was my fault. But yeah, dude, you know how we are, man. It's all good, buddy. Just be active, communicate, and we're good. Blame the surroundings then. Yeah, no, I like Kabam. Let's just blame Kabam. Waiter messes up my order. It's Kabam's fault. I think it's just the way to go. Saying my full user hurts me for some reason. Saying my full user. Oh, it should just be Hicks? Sorry, man. Let's go with Hicks. I reached level 16 and I stopped getting any experience. Why? That is weird. I believe you should still be getting it. Now, it's going to go very, very slowly unless you get, I can't remember the term Kabam has for it. But there's a very specific type of experience which will help you grow more quickly when you turn in those coins from doing the solo abyss. Anyone who's turning in specifically, I forgot to say this at the beginning, but I think people are used to these specific streams now. If you're tuned in to see the Alliance Coliseum, it will be starting based on when I started the stream. It'll be what time is it right now? It'll be about 40 minutes. If I somehow forget to do the timestamp, which sometimes I do, just jump to about 40 minutes ahead and we'll get there. Or my elder, I am elder. Yeah, I am actually. Yes. Or you might have been helping. The peoples. What's up, Cadloop? How you doing? MCoC, Dr. Fate. How you doing, man? Are you playing my alliance right now? We might be. I'll get back in the game and check it out. Here, I'm gonna hit the be right back screen because, like I said, that setting's gonna bug me on how quickly the phone is fading to black. Let's see, what is that? Any advanced iPhone users know exactly what that's going to be. It's going to be settings, display and brightness, maybe. Auto lock. Let's change that to 5 minutes. I think 5 minutes. I think it's auto lock is what we're dealing with here. I believe it is. Can anyone think of anything besides auto lock? I don't think it's under general. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. What's up, Pilgendorf? How you doing, man? Yeah, I think that's it. I think let's just go forward, and if that doesn't work, we'll take a look at something else here. BK, cheers from NYC. Started watching you on my living room too. Dude, that is outrageously cool for me to hear. Thank you so much, man. Let me know if you're gonna be watching your Knicks tonight, right? I assume they're your Knicks. I don't know. Just I feel safe in that assumption. What's up, Moogie? How you doing, dude? Sundry on display and brightness. All right, let's see. I'm gonna purposely not touch it here for a minute, and it looks actually like I need to adjust it to my screen too. Let's see here. Make it slightly larger. I don't know why we would have needed to do that, but here we find ourselves. There, that looks about right. I think that looks good. You guys let me know if I'm wrong. I think there's still a little bit of black on the edges. That looks better. I think that looks good. I thought I had tested this all last night, but I guess I hadn't. Oh, hello. Gum shirt from the dentist. Uh-oh, that's not good, man. You got it. I'm sure they told you, make sure you floss every single day, morning and night. It's an important part of health, teeth health routine. Something I did very poorly until I met my wife. She was like, you don't floss? I was like, you do? And she's like, you know, that's why you're getting all them cavities, right? And I was like, actually, I had no idea. Thank you for letting me know. And my tooth healthcare skyrocketed from then on out. What's up? Hello. What's up, Cyber? How you doing, dude? And my first ring 5 was Nico Minoru. Congratulations. I haven't assembled ring 5 or 5 gem. I'm waiting for the new Titan to choose which one. Ah, very cool. Cool. Trent, could you suggest? Honestly, who you enjoy, dude. I did a video ranking all of them, giving them all grades. There's some really good champions that are coming into the pool. So I think even better ones leaving. The thing is with the new champions and just even more than always, it's always like this, but even more than usual, you know, Kabam's really transitioning the game, like what they're doing with Ascension and just like the new modes and stuff. So it's going to take longer to know, like, this is definitively a widely asked for champion. A lot of good ones, like even Wave is good, you know, and she has some very specific uses. It's like, what does Kabam put out in the future for defenders? What do modes look like? And to let us know, like, how dominant they're going to be, like where exactly they're going to end up on tier lists and stuff. So I think strongly, like, go with modes that you're enjoying and champions that you're enjoying. Make yourself stronger in the modes you enjoy, that sort of thing. And then the champions you play, like, we'll see when the time comes, but I have a feeling I might be going back to an old favorite of mine when it comes to the Mystic class. I'm going to be doing a specific thing here. It's very crazy. No one's ever thought it. I'm the first person to ever think of these sorts of things. You heard it live right here. But yeah, I think I'm going to be having some fun in the Mystic class. I'm going to do a quick, shoot. The arenas. What would be a good little warm up here? What would be a fun warm up? I want to warm up before I do some battlegrounds. We'll do a little battlegrounds before we fully enter the Coliseum. Here, let's check to see who we're playing in war, man. We're in against. Oh yeah, y'all had a cool name. I remember this. It was House of. I feel like it starts with an A, if I recall correctly. No, it's not an A. House of Dragon. Why can't we see that properly? House of Dragon, very, very cool. House of the Dragon, very cool. Yeah, I think you guys were beating up on us pretty bad last I had checked. It's pretty tight. You're definitely winning for sure. But we got some tricks up our sleeve. Once people hit our boss islands, oh man, I don't want to put some bad ideas in your head, man. But I just be prepared. Just be prepared when you hit our boss islands. It gets a little ugly, man. It gets a little ugly. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? Oh, dude, I forgot to put there was a couple subs today, I think. Ultar, what's up, dude? You've been a tremendous supporter of the channel for a long time. Thank you so much. Let's get you up on that board, man. And then we will finally maybe the best way to warm up is just to start playing the game. Why can't I find my own thing, dude? I knew I was going to spell that wrong. I saw Masters of the Universe this weekend. No one spoil it, please. But have you seen it? And did you like it? I did actually like it. I don't know how amazing of a movie it is, but I think it was clear that they tried to make a good movie. I think they balanced like I trust me, I can't think of a better name for this. They balanced calling out to the kids who played with the toys. Like I played with the toys as a very young child. I loved it. I loved the cartoon, but I was so young. I actually realized I forgot a lot. And I thought they did a great job calling out to that, and that most of us are now probably in our middle to late 40s to probably even like middle 50s, and like making jokes about a lot of self-irreverence, which obviously I love. I think they maybe went a little too far with some of that stuff a little bit and trying to reach out to new audiences. But even one of my kids who saw it, one of my daughters, she thought it was good. She definitely enjoyed it. And it's definitely good, I think, like action adventure movie. I thought it was pretty cool. And they did a nice job of like being for today's day and age where they're trying to have like actual good morals, values, and things like that put into the movie. So I thought it was cool. I wouldn't call it like a good movie on its own though. Like, like it's how I differentiate between like this was a good superhero movie versus this was a good movie. Like one of the, in my opinion, one of the Avengers Endgame's the first one, that was a legitimately good movie. Like I don't think you had to like superhero stuff to like that movie. I think it was very, very good. I think it was Endgame was the second one. I always forget the names of the two. I thought was like maybe not a great movie, but it was an awesome superhero movie. So I thought this was like a very good He-Man movie. And I felt strongly, and as you watch it, it feels like they're intending it not to be a one and done situation, that they're like, let's make more of these. We have a big world that's been built. We have all these very cool, colorful characters, and I think we could do a lot with it. So I really, really did enjoy that. Catch up on chat for a minute, and then we'll start these battlegrounds, man. Warm up with Nameless Collect. You and me think of different things with warm up, man. What's up, Hoosier? How you doing, buddy? And if I miss y'all, you guys, if you're new to this channel or these chats, if I miss you, please repeat yourself. It's not spam. It's literally there's just a lot going on. What's up, Sir Lancelot? How you doing? I had went to the movies as well, but saw Obsession. Ooh, yeah, that's supposedly very, very good. Correct. There's another like kind of there's another movie that's not like one of the big budget ones that's supposed to be really, really good. Very bad movie. Mad Dog, can you let me know if you did you like play with the toys? Did you grow up with it? Because I could see people who did not grow up with it being like, what even is this? Like, there was a lot of jokes that I don't know how funny they'd be if you did not know a lot about it already. I'm a Starkey Truther. Dude, he's insane. You guys know, or hopefully you know, or you're about to find out, I am doing top fives this month. I know I normally do the top tens. I want to delay it, one, because of the new Titan, and even more so because of the Fortress, Towers mode going live. We'll do the top tens in July. I'm doing the top fives this month, and I will redo Mutant. That's my plan. I did that a few months ago, and then we got sidetracked with a bunch of stuff. And Solvark and Stark Spider-Man are like the 1-2. Like even I'll fully admit, I'm like, it just depends on what you want. I think they're both broken in enough places that they deserve to be in that 1-2, man. Got to give the tea to Mrs. All right, BK, you're probably gone by now. Mrs. BK, I hope you're having a great day too. Did I just say Endgame wasn't a good movie? Yes, I did. You're taking a weird context to it, I think, to make your own joke. But yeah, I did. I don't think it was a great just on its own movie. I thought it was a great superhero movie. Do you think Spidey 29 is a relevant champ? Yes. Well, I use those during quick search, so I kind of cheese them. All right, nice job, man. Captain America: Winter Soldier was a great movie. I might disagree. But I mean, I can't say you're wrong. I'm not like the sole judge and jury on it. Endgame was a good movie, just not as good as Infinity War. Fair enough. Yes, good times. I played with He-Man action figures. Yeah, dude, they were phenomenal. My mom, being the wonderful, lovely woman that she is, saved so many of mine for me. And I think she still has most of them though. So now that I think about it, she kept them. Maybe she wasn't saving them for me. I'm great, Mike. How are you, dude? All right, man. Looking forward to the Coliseum? Yeah, I am. It sounds like you are too. That's awesome. What's your top 5 Marvel movies, not including Endgame and Infinity Wars? Ooh, dude. Shoot, man, I love this stuff. Please keep in mind that I know I'm forgetting. Like it's bothering me because I'm forgetting my favorite. So here's the thing: is like the arc of Iron Man is one of my favorite arcs of a character. There's a reason why I love Iron Man. Is like I literally did not like him in the early movies. I was kind of like, I'm supposed to be cheering for this guy? Like, what? This guy's a pompous asshole. Like, I can't stand this guy. And it's like, no, you're not supposed to. Like, I applied the same lens to like Captain Marvel. I really like the Captain Marvel movie. It is one of my favorites. I think it's a phenomenal buddy movie. It's like a buddy cop movie almost, like with her and Nick Fury. I think Fury's hilarious, but I don't really like her. You know what I mean? Like, she's she's arrogant. And but I was able, because I had gone through the Iron Man arc already. I was like, I'm not supposed to. She needs to be humbled. She's young and brash, and she dominates everything. And so I applied that lens to it, and as a result, I love the Captain Marvel movie. So like, if I could somehow make all the Iron Man movies and the event and all that like a Marvel movie, I know that's not technically what you asked, it would be my favorite. It would be my favorite. The Black Panther series, particularly 1, 2, I felt dragged at parts, despite loving Namor and all of that. But 1, I just thought it's a great movie. Civil War, I think, is very, very good. I actually had that on recently. It was kind of like in the background, but I was really enjoying it. Let me think on that, because I know I'm forgetting some. Is the Alliance out? I can't see it. No, it won't be out for about another 28 minutes. Thor, thank you. Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy. I was like, I know I'm forgetting one. I know I am. So Thor 2, I think it's Thor 2, right? That's Ragnarok. And the first Guardians of the Galaxy. The first Guardians of the Galaxy, my general recollection is that's the one that got me to be like, okay, wait a minute. I'm liking this. Because like Thor 1, I was like, dude, this is boring as F. And Iron Man, I was like, I don't even like the character. I'm supposed to be cheering for this guy. Like, I'm not enjoying this. And then I think it was Guardians of the Galaxy. And I think there's a lot of people like me that like, we saw that and we're like, okay, this is actually really cool. And then as a result, we kind of got sucked into the rest of it. Ragnarok is 3. Okay, thanks. So it's Thor 3 that I really like. Thor 2 is Dark Elves. Yeah, I didn't even really enjoy the first 2 Thors. Like I'm just being forth. Like, this is how I felt. Once I got sucked into the MCU and started really enjoying it, though, I've gone back and watched them, and I've enjoyed them more. I still would not say they're good movies, though. When I say Black Panther sucks, I mean the character. Oh, I mean like the character in MCoC. Yeah, he's not the best. Skill has really done a lot. My girlfriend and I actually will rewatch MCU, and I just got through Guardians of the Galaxy and Age of. Dude, Ultron was a phenomenal character too. So like, you bring that up. Killmonger was one of the best villains. I think he may be. I don't want to say the best villain. Thanos exists. Ultron exists. But yeah, he's in that pantheon for sure. Infinity War is my favorite movie to this day. I think it's mine too. Like, that's the first one, right? I just think it's amazing. I'll rewatch it like literally whenever I possibly can. Like, I would just watch it because it's good. How many Titans do I have for tomorrow? I have quite a few saved up. And we can bring that up on the screen. The question about the I said we're gonna do BGs, but I think we're just chatting. Well, I'm gonna try to do a BGs matchup, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Here it is, man. And they have kind of they said it was gonna be Juggernaut on the live stream. I believe they've even done a tweet or something on this that is Jugs. On the patch notes and in the update to the game, the official update to the game, at least on the App Store for Apple, they talk about a week-long event with Corvus. I'm hoping that the week-long event really will be like a 5-day event for us players. I think that's the massively needed and beneficial change. And that maybe it just somehow got leaked and it's for next month or something. I mean, no one would be shocked, right? That, like, the Twitter interns always tweeting stuff early and stuff. So hopefully that's it. Any recommendations, champs? Honestly, Atlas, that's what today's stream will be about. But I'm not trying to be like sarcastic or rude or mean. It's just, like, it's always tempting, right? Like, as a YouTuber, well, it's not tempting to me anymore. But when I was first getting started, it was tempting to be like, ah, shit, I can make a top 10 off of this. I'd have no effing clue what I'm talking about because we don't know the nodes. right? But I could be like, here's the top 10, y'all. And you get that out early, and then everyone's going to click on it today, right? And then it will perform really well over the course of the week because it's already been clicked on, and then YouTube will share it out more. But it's just me talking out of my butt, which I try not to do. I try not to. Sometimes I have to default to that. It's just like a backup mechanism. But so that's why we usually wait till the stream. I know it's not the best move YouTube-wise because it's better to get the clicks and views early. But yeah, we try to do it this way, and I think we've built a nice little viewership on doing it this way. So 3 days, yeah, I think it's still gonna be 3 days, man. Yeah, I saw Lags did a video on that. I've not heard any of that. I don't know where he saw it, but I'm sure he saw it somewhere. Hey, what's up, YouTube viewers? How you doing, man? Nah, I don't sweat it. Yeah, you got it, Atlas. I know you're just asking, dude. I mean, I could tell you who the tag champions are, and they're probably you're gonna probably want to place a debuff on Juggernaut. I have a feeling though they might make him like debuff immune, or they might make him go debuff immune at times, or they're gonna always give him his gem. Like, we just don't know, and so that's why, like I said, I don't want to talk out of my butt. First words were butt talking. I mean, if you're not talking butt, man, like, what are you even doing? You know what I'm saying, P-dubs? You know what I mean? Weird time to join. Nah, man, it's perfect time to join. Perfect time. What's up, Stink? How you doing? Glad to see you stream back up and looking strong. Thanks, dude. I took Hilgendorf's advice. And Hilgendorf's just like, why don't you just be a man and go spend over $1,000 on a new phone so you can stream? And then he called me a little B too. And I was like, wow, this feels like strong words from you, Hilgendorf. Like, I thought we were friends. And he's like, yeah, sometimes people like you need a good talking to. And I was like, oh man, you're right. So I didn't want to make him angry. I didn't want to make him mad anymore. And so I went and did it on Sunday. Yeah, just I hope he's at least not mad at me anymore. You know, that's all I care about. All right, let's go ahead and play Battlegrounds. Juggernaut's not much of a defender. Yeah, that's why I think the nodes are going to be particularly important on this one, Alpha. Like, all jokes aside, I do think it's fun, and it is tempting to make a video being like, here's who will maybe be good. You know, I'll be live streaming. I probably should start doing that, actually, because they do perform very well. But make it clear that I don't know for a fact yet, and kind of like a theorizing thing. I don't know. It feels like a weird use of my time. And but I think the nodes are probably going to be pretty... I think the nodes are going to make him a better defender, because he's not on his face a good defender at all. I mean, you just parry him and you turn off the one threat he has. So something's going to be up there. Maybe he'll be stun immune, you know, or something like that. Must be nice to have Hilgendorf. Oh, man. Freaking billionaire over here flaunting it all the time, man. You know what he did too, Stink? He DM'd me a video of him on his yacht saying it to me. I thought that was a bit extreme. But, you know, I really like him, so it was worth it. Okay. Time to start yapping. And time to start playing. I don't think we're winning this one, fellas. Just, yeah, I don't think we're gonna win this one. How do I turn the volume up? I can't hear it. I want more volume. More volume, please. Can you imagine if Hilgendorf just heard the very end of that? He'd be like, what happened? Volume louder. How do I loud the volume? Oh, take it off silent. That could do it. Taking it off silent might be the way to go. Yeah, taking it off silent was huge. That could be a tier list right there. Top 10 ways to hear the volume on MCoC. Take it off silent. Actually did get an ad in the middle of it. Oh, Hilgendorf, I'm sorry, man. That's pretty funny, though. All right. Mojo or Penny? Mojo or Penny? I think Penny. Oh, OME, what's up, dude? Thanks for being here, man. Please, sir, can I have some more volume? Yeah, that'll be ratings number 2 through 9 YouTube user. And then number 1 ranking of how to get volume out of MCoC. Take your phone off silent. What a weird world where I think I'm not actually taking... now, let's take Onslaught. I'm really tempted to take that Kindred because I don't think they have an option for him at all. Brought the iPad Pro to play. Big mistake. Way too big. Went back to phone. Yeah, I tried playing on an iPad and like I just did not enjoy it. I know a lot of people love it though. I know quite a few people like that is the way. In fact, this is going back like forever ago. I should focus. Yeah, I think that'll be good. All right. Come on, dude, move faster. Oh my God, why is this taking so freaking slow? This is like literally the newest, most powerful Apple makes. Why'd I listen to Hilgendorf, dude? Oh, and I've already brought the node. So site, that's a great start, man. I haven't played this meta a lot, but the one thing I have noticed with Nico is I'm really struggling to get to my SP2 in time to refresh the buff immunity. If anyone has advice on that, I haven't really had the time to watch any like Battleground streams, and I haven't obviously been able to play it a ton. Yeah, this is going horribly slow. Probably should have used Zemo to attack this and all, actually. Oh, that was a stupid idea, too. All right, like I said, we needed to warm up somehow. I chose Battlegrounds to do it. Any champ that relies on special seems slow to me in this meta. That makes sense. I mean, that's definitely what I've experienced. I haven't played enough to really start to experiment with it at all. In fact, I've tried to reserve most of my Battlegrounds plays to streams of late. That looks like we're winning anyway. Definitely should have used Zemo. Well, no. Because Null is a bleed resistant, not immune. So I think the fight still would have gone slow. Maybe I should have just saved Nico as a defender and kind of thrown. I don't know. Over the next couple of weeks, I hope to like dive into the meta quite a bit more, obviously. All right. Yeah. How big is the weakness? 30%? Yeah, that's a lot. Hey, what's up, Infamous? How you doing, man? Great to see you, dude. BG's is always annoying. Yeah, I know so many people don't like it, buddy. Like, I really do. I ain't gonna ever try to convince you that it's fun. I like it, though. I do. Like, once I've got this account grown a little bit more, like, you know, we did EOP, and I'm gonna keep doing that with once my revives fill up and stuff. And I did get better against Ares. I wasn't streaming, so we'll see how much of it like moves over to the next time I fight him on stream. I should focus here. on, man. Why? Oh my god, why? Why are you like this? Cool, 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 cool. And now he throws a special. Good, 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 good. This is good. This is good. Probably should have gone to the special 3 at that point, huh? And he evaded after the special 2. Hopefully it's enough. I think my opponent chose a throw round, if I remember correctly. You're gonna use Kitty Pryde? Right on, man. You got a Kitty Pryde. It's you went out and got her. Have a good time with her. I'm seeing her do some cool stuff, man. I'm gonna wait and see the nodes, because I think that the nodes are gonna there's no way it's just a blanket like Jugs. There's no way that it's just a regular little Juggernaut. Like, they're gonna make him stun immune or have him constantly have the gem up, or they've got to do something. Otherwise, it's just gonna be an absurdly easy defender. So I want to see the nodes first. And we'll test a few different champions. You know, energy and resource and items are a big deal to me right now, but I still am a YouTuber, so I'm going to try my best to try to get out some advice on the fight for everybody. All right, Kindred. And... I actually did this matchup the other day with Nefaria, and dude, I did not like it at all. Like, again, this is one of those ones where maybe in 2 weeks I've figured it out how to do it, but I did not like the matchup at all, which is weird because Nefaria is usually such a good matchup for Kindred. So yeah. Oh wait, he's incinerated immune, isn't he? Great, good call by me. What's up, Maddie? How you doing, bud? Well, it's nice to see all that immune pop up, you know? The new phone actually does feel really good, though. That left side swipe is where I would always have issues, and it feels so smooth right now. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I mean, it's my stupid fault for using an Incinerate champion against an Incinerate immune defender who's also immune. We could have won that, though, if I had gone with Nefaria. So, live and learn. Like I said, I'll get better with the meta and all that stuff. When you're playing... Hey, what's up, Darkness? Heavy, light, bevy, light, A little better. You want me to have? You're encouraging me to drink while playing Battlegrounds Darkness? No, but thank you very much. Appreciate it. How to counter Kindred? Spider-Verse heroes are really helpful. You want to make sure you punish their specials because that will pause like their timer dealio. The science champions tend to be really good at him. If you have like non-contact attacks, that can be helpful too. You could ban him. He's a great defender. All right, let's do one more quickly, just to continue to warm up, and then we'll jump into the Coliseum. Technically, characters only instant immune on days Indian. Why? So you should have checked your account. Thank you very much, Stink. I knew that like I wasn't that dumb in choosing Penny. I knew that there was a little bit of a window. I just couldn't remember when the window was. I have a boatload of energy to expire. Perfect time for the Coliseum. Yeah, that's a good point, OME. You are not playing with combo, man. I playing the game wrong. Darkness, you playing wrong. Hey, bud, I feel like you're trying to be helpful. I really do, buddy. I really do. I'm trying for the most part to do light, medium, which is a combo. But yeah, I appreciate the advice, bud. Thanks. I assume you're not the Darkness from our alliance. I'm beginning to catch on to that. All right, that's got to go. Gotta go. And maybe you gotta go. Let's give that a try. Yes, I'm definitely gonna watch Supergirl. I'm extremely excited for it, man. I'm extremely excited for it. The trailers look great, and Superman was amazing. Like I thought Superman was a good movie. Yeah. Doesn't seem like trying to be helpful. I know, but I again, I'm not trying to be mean. I just based on the typing, I feel like English might not be their first language, and I always try to interpret communication on here as well as possible, and so I don't want to be a dick about it. Like maybe they're trying to be helpful. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I appreciate it, and I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna until someone shows me or it's very clear they're trying to be a jerk. I'm gonna interpret everyone as well as possible. And this is an international game, and so you know, like, yeah. If I tried to speak Spanish, it's not going to come out very well. Like I'm going to do my best, but it's probably going to be a little more basic. No Kindred. So early on, Passion, I try to pick dual threats if I can. Them having the onslaught, I went with Bastion, which may be a mistake because they can just flip onslaught onto attack. To kind of to your point, I maybe should have taken Kindred early. I'm finding him to be a menace the few times I fought him, but like I said, I'm very unfamiliar with this meta so far, so I don't know. Like, I'll try to watch a few Battleground streams soon, or better yet, I'll just stream myself and I'll start learning. People try to be helpful, I guess, but I'd wait until asked before I tried. Nah, man, like that's the thing, Zemo. If you guys so often, you know, someone will be like, "Hey, dude, I think try this," or "You played that wrong, try this," or like Maddie yelling no. And I know Maddie, so I think that helps too. And I know a sense of humor, and I consider him an MCoC buddy. It was like, shoot, I knew immediately because there was something telling me not to pick Penny. I just couldn't think of it in time, and so something like that can be incredibly helpful. But you all point things out or like, hey, try, dude, I'm never going to try to tell you guys how to play 300 champions. Ain't no way I'm going to. And so you all will point things out and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And it's helped me get through fights. It's helped me get through OP faster and whatever. I mean it when I say like collectively, we're much smarter than me by myself. That's for sure. Little Wing, I think I know what you're asking. You can just type !drops and I think that'll get you the information you're looking for. And so that's another thing is like, especially like the younger crew, they're just used to typing things and speaking a certain way that like a lot of us would never do. So yeah, like I'm going to interpret Little Wing here as nicely as possible where they're like, can I get CCP drops here? But that's not what they wrote. You know what I mean? Doing a tier list for MCoC will help you with this skill immensely. How to not take things personally and interpret people as positively as possible, while also not feeling like you have to respond to all of them. No, there are no CCP drops here, buddy. Just the regular old good ones. But I get you, man. And I appreciate you hanging out and at least giving us a shot. All right, I purposely never push her to this special 2 because I need to learn that dex. But there's only one way to learn it. Oh, I'm an idiot. See, I can't blame that on my phone. And then we're going to throw that into her block. This is good. And she'll still die. Ignore but most of us average. Yeah, man. You know, it's funny. The lady that helped me buy my new phone this Sunday. So I was kind of talking to her. It's kind of a unique situation of like, I need a phone, but I don't want it set up for cell phone service. Why? You know, so we started talking and she's like, oh, dude, you ever play Marvel Rivals? And so we ended up talking. She plays this, she plays a Dragon Ball Z game. It seemed like it was like a turn-based game. She started showing it to me. It looked interesting. It looked, you know, like the same mechanisms as our game, the same like sales techniques and stuff. I was like, oh, all right, that's pretty cool. And she's like, I'm totally free to play. She's like, my brother spent so much money. I was like, funny you bring that up. And so we were talking about, why am I talking about this? Oh, and I was like, yeah, a lot of people tried to get me to start playing Marvel Rivals, but like, honestly, my channel is about like being informed, and I don't want to use the term casual, but like I played Tier 1 War, I hit Celestial Battlegrounds. Like I'm not like, it's not good for me. It's just literally not good for my stress and also my own time. And she's like, yeah, don't play Marvels. I was like, really? She's like, yeah, even like as soon as you go into like, I don't remember what the term she used, but like their competitive mode or like their non-beginner mode, basically, she's like, it's toxic as F. She's like, even the average players are just like outrageous. I was like, oh, okay. Fighter Z or Spark Green Zero. I wish I remember the exact name. She was really nice woman. And she like got immediately like what I was trying to do, or what I needed to do. Interesting. I think here. And then they're going to use, yeah. All right, cool. I expect ugly matchups on both sides. I'm sorry, guys. We're actually going to be a few seconds. Well, if I do really poorly, we'll switch over. I'm just basically trying to warm up here. That was a nice step back light by Photon. That was really beautiful. Oh, she's power steel immune anyway, isn't she? Yeah, we're not winning this. We casually competitive, there's such a thing. Yeah, I've learned not to use the term casual because I think in gaming context, it means like uninformed or not taking things seriously or whatever. And so I'm like, I'm not going to use the term casual. That's why I changed it to informed. Shoot, I can't remember what I changed it to. Moderate or something like that. What matchup can lose to? Honestly, man, he can do almost all of them. Now, quick enough for Battlegrounds, it's going to be more your Mystic champions because of the way to just turn off, get to the special 2, just turn things off. And he does tons and tons of damage. But outside of that, his concussion, it works against non-Mystics too. It's just not as potent. Is Madeline going to be in the Titan tomorrow? Yes. We put on stream. Oh, yeah, we should, Charles. Thanks. Did I win the first round? I did. So I'm gonna, if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna keep through this. How's it? The new phone feels awesome, Etta. Like, that bottom left, the bottom swipe was one of the things I struggled with the most on my streaming phone. It was older, you know. I mean, it wasn't that old, but it was. I think it was an iPhone 12, and it felt unresponsive at times. That's why so many times you'd hear me say like, I don't think this is Kabam's fault. I think this is my phone. Is because I wanted to be clear that like I think it was actually my phone just not registering the swipe, and I don't think it was MCoC. That whole space of the phone right now just feels so smooth and responsive. Yeah, Solvark should be joining the pool on Tuesday. I would say wait to make sure that it has happened, but with Kabam and the way they do compensation, you're probably gonna have to just opening right away. And if they haven't added Solvark, but I'm sorry if they don't do it the way they've historically done it. Naveen, what's the question, bud? Which champ has the most annoying defense cape? Like of all of them, I struggle with the Elena, but I need to learn to use her. Ooh, that was smart by them. That was really smart. Let's still go null. Here, hopefully I can play this well. Let's see. Let's see if I can play this well. I'm going to take my time intentionally. Damn it. So that could have gone faster. If I had gone for intercepts, it would have been even better. I was just trying to let the arm ropes fall off. And then the concussion turned off the node at one time because I intentionally repeated the combo to see if it would happen. And I'm pretty sure I did it correct. We did not get the weakness, but then I did it again and we did get the weakness. So that's what I was saying. We're like, the concussion can turn things off. It doesn't have to be against a Mystic. But it's not going to be like that busted 150%. That's what I felt like happened. I'd have to watch it like for a video to really like say for certain that that's exactly what transpired. And obviously the fight could go faster if we're not glancing, if I could keep the armor ups off, which is where like the intercepting would have been really helpful. All right, let's do this, man. Yeah, go ahead and spoil it. No, go for it. We're here to entertain, but also to be helpful. So this is gonna be all about like talking about the node, trying to help everyone out. So let's go ahead and get into this, man. Let's see. Is that still a screenshot? No, that's not screenshot. How do you take a picture on these new phones? These fancy pants new phones, these Hilgendorf style phones. All right. Oh, this is nice. Be able to do some more rank ups. I'm expecting some big rank ups this week. Nice job, Upside. Be a big opening tomorrow. Kabam. Kabam skis. All right, man. Let's check this out. Okay, this stuff we can claim later. Always help your alliance out. And let's go and jump into this, y'all. All right, Alliance Coliseum. What's up, Stang? Thanks for being here, man. I'll get the chat back up. I knew I might put that into a video, so that's why I took the chat down. I'll learn how to do that properly one day. One day. Okay. Juggernaut, what are the nodes? Dude, look at these juicy rewards. I gotta say, man, if they... Drizzy's already out there, man. My man, Drizzy. What's up, dude? That guy, man. Kavan, man, if you made this 5 days, you'd be just out of the park with all this stuff. All right, and here, I'm going to bring up the, just remember of the nodes for the week for everybody. Or the, not the nodes, I'm sorry, the various tags. So keep that in mind as you're going through and figuring out your options for the week. Try to be smart with it. And we're going to take our time today unless something crazy happens, and we'll go over a lot of these. So let's go into number 1. I will take the image off the screen, and I am going to remove, now it looks like y'all can still see it, so that's fine. At the start of the fight, and every time the defender chooses between special 1 and special 2, use these special attacks grants the attacker true damage passive, while using the non-special grants the defender 20% of their max power. Interesting. When the defender finishes a special attack, they gain a debuff immediately. Okay, so you remember we talked about this is why, like, it would be fun. It'd be a good time, and it could be a nice way to advertise that I was going to be streaming. But the stream's usually pretty well attended, and I don't know, like going through beforehand, because like we didn't know the nodes. Juggernaut on his own is not a tough defender. They were going to do something. They were going to make him stun immune or debuff immune at times, or permanently have his gem, something. So here it is. When the defender finishes a special attack, they gain a debuff immunity passive for 4 seconds. The duration of this debuff immunity is reduced by 2 seconds for each debuff that was actually on when the effect is applied. So let's see here. I don't think you're going to be able to cancel this out. Like, I don't think we're going to be able to use Luke and cancel this out unless we use the concussion. So let's see if we can use Luke. Whenever either champion gains a bar of power, the defender gains an armor up buff, increasing 5% by... Ooh. Interesting. So your stagger champions, sticking with the science class, if we can keep the stagger off or something like that. Let's see. And then once 5 spells are concerned. Okay, so we can concern ourselves with this if and when we even get to it. Okay, so they did what they could on the thing. Let's see what y'all are thinking right now for this. What do you mean the selectors are the same, aren't they? What did I do? No, I thought the rewards got better. Yeah, I think they updated the rewards, y'all. Look. Well, updated Elder Selector rewards. 2.75 Tier 7 basic. There, let's go ahead and take a look. Again, remember though that their slide for this and their announcement differ, actually. So there's a chance. It's almost certainly miscommunication somewhere. It's the where is the miscommunication. But knowing Kabam, they miscommunicate a lot. Like a lot of that stuff happens. I'm sure everyone can think of times where they didn't. They get it right in the end. It just, they have to comp or they have to go back and look or whatever. So I assume it's this. But wait, you only get 5 of them? Yeah, wait a minute. What am I getting wrong here? Updated Elder Selector rewards. 2.75 Tier 7 basic. Is anyone seeing this? What am I missing? Is it in the individual? Here? $2.75 Tier 7 basic. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah? So it's under Alliance rewards. This one. Okay, and that makes sense. So the Tier 5 alpha, I don't think has grown, but they didn't say it would. Yeah. Check the chat. Okay. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. And like I said, if they had messed something up along the way, they miscommunicate a lot. A lot of things go wrong or whatever. But in general, my time playing this game, they eventually get it right. It's, you know, I get it's frustrating and I make fun of them too, but being serious for a minute and trying to get advice out to people is they get it right. You know, they almost always do. All right, here we go. Yeah, Charles, it's a confusing setup there, man. It'd be easy to kind of misread this. All right, so the tags for day one, Valentine's small offensive bursts. Valentine's small off burst. Okay. Spider-Ham's still there. Oh, I forgot. I left the image up. Sorry, y'all. Didn't mean to do that. Spider-Ham is still there. He's gone now. But Spider-Woman is up. I would imagine Spider-Woman is going to be very good for this. Unfortunately, I don't have a ranked Spider-Woman to show you. If you... she's broken for today. Okay, if you've like confirmed it, if you've played it and done it, and you can come back and let us know, so that way the chat knows, I can say it out loud and stuff. I would really, really appreciate that. If you have a Spider-Woman, you're able to. I can't unfortunately do it. So I am going to try my Spider-Ham, and I want to see how this plays out. Spider-Woman's very good. We're gonna try Right a Chance. What's up, Mr. Noob? How you doing? 20. Okay, so Noob's already able to confirm for us. And Noob, do you happen to, by sometimes, would you be willing to put out a video maybe of like the best champions for people to take? I know that's not normally what you do, but I think it could be really helpful to people. I bet you could probably build a pretty successful YouTube channel if you started doing like guides and things like that for people. That's just my opinion or my sense on these sorts of things. It's up to you if you want to do it or not, you know. Thanks for stopping by, Noob. Appreciate you, buddy. One of the things that I wanted to see is if the amount of debuffs would... no, it looks like it doesn't matter. It looks like the immunity is still happening. Ooh, nice little dex out from Judge, dude. Gotta love seeing him pull that stuff off, man. The nice thing is that armor up is for a short period of time. I misread it. I thought it was going to be a permanent armor up. But it obviously is not. You know what I'm curious about? Oh no, Spider-Ham can only throw his special 3 once a fight, I believe. But I mean, this feels really smooth. I'm almost certain now this is a rank 5 Spider-Ham, which I, you know, understand that most people do not have. But this feels really, really smooth. I mean, this feels like this is going to be, you know, an easy, at least 7 bars. I don't want to set a higher number right now because I want to see what it feels like once I get into the more challenging portion of the mode. But I'm basically just waiting for the left side of the node, the number portion, to switch over to 1, and then I'm throwing it. And because of, oops, that was dumb. I know we're gonna be okay, but I got to be a little bit more mindful of that. Because they go debuff immune, we can't get our porker poppers to stay up regardless. So I don't even need to worry about heavying him. And he's not stun immune. And so yeah, once you reach this point, for me it felt just super simple to move on to my special 2, which does do things. It's a good special 2. I know we often think of a special 1 for the taunt, but yeah. All right. Yeah, I mean, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to try to get as good a score as I possibly can here. And then we'll get back and talk about some other options. But this is 2 tags. I had said 7 because I wanted to set the minimum really, really low. you know, the pace we were on, it felt like it was going to be, oh shoot. What is it? It's Striker knocking down with the heavy, I think, right? So I got to pay better attention to that. And if you end up like this, remember, like I said, the special 2 does things. It's going to put those porker poppers on force. So as the fight goes on, if you find yourself getting pushed to that, like, don't sweat it. Throw the special 2. Like, don't slow the rhythm of the fight down. So far from my experience is, like, don't slow yourself down just because you're wanting to throw the special 1. Especially with him, like, going debuff immune. You're not keeping all those porker poppers anyway. Okay, and then don't mess up that evade. So yeah, dude, Spider Ham 2 bars I think is great, or 2 tags. Okay, so and Spider Woman's off the hook. Yeah, Hilgendorf and Noob have already confirmed that. So thanks, guys. So if people come by and ask, we can tell them. Here, let's go on to podium 2 and look for other options. That way, at least I'm gaining points as we go. Who's on Valentine's? Okay, I'm gonna use Luke. Is he offensive burst? He is not. You know, we could try Carolina. You guys want to try that? Let me review the nodes real quick. Claire is working well. Very cool. All right. Let's just give this a go. Yeah, you know, I should probably go over the nodes a little more clearly for my own benefit. So let's get this one down. This is gonna be interesting. Of course he blocks. He was doing his nice little run forward. He was being a good little Juggernaut. Okay, so you still can't throw it, and your damage won't be negatively influenced. It's just... You know, Carolina might be better than I thought she was going to be. Because her stun is a passive. So the debuff immunity is not really hurting you at all. Interesting. I don't think you're gonna see, like, as I go through this fight more. Okay, that was dumb. As I go through this fight more, I don't think you're gonna see her hitting like 30 bars. Watch, as soon as I say that, someone will. But I think as like a solid way to get 7 to 12, something like that. If you have a highly ranked Caro, I think I think she can do it. She like gets around the fight a little bit because of the her things being passives, not actual debuffs. But then the fight's kind of asking for debuffs, so it's kind of a weird one there. Let's go ahead and read some chat. Has anyone tried Domino failing, maybe clutch? Yeah, I don't see it, but I mean, it's worth a shot. Would Nico shut off the buff immunity he gains? No, because it's a debuff anyway, so I think he would shrug that. Can you explain the notes? Yeah, let's go ahead and go through that, bud. All right. At the start of the fight, in every 12 seconds, the defender chooses between special 1 or special 2. That's what's on my side of the screen. It's been underneath my health bar, and it's just rotating. Special 1, special 2. Using the chosen special grants the attacker true damage passive for 8 seconds, while using the non-special grants the defender 20% of their max power. That was where I felt like Carolina was going to start to struggle, and that's one of the reasons why I don't think you're going to see really, really huge numbers out of her. There's a couple of reasons, and this was one of them. Special 3 won't trigger any effect. That's interesting. Correct me guys if I'm wrong. I don't think we really need the true damage passive because I think that would help us get through armor and resistances. He is getting an armor up at points, but it's not on very long. So like, I wouldn't be too worried about getting it. If you guys can think of a reason for that, let me know. But it's not going to help you turn off the unstoppable or anything like that. But as of right now, I wouldn't focus on that part of the fight. I'd be more concerned about throwing the wrong special and giving him power. Clean slate. When the defender finishes a special attack, they gain debuff immunity passive for 4 seconds. The duration of this debuff immunity is replaced for 2 seconds for each debuff that is reduced. Sorry, let me read that whole thing over again. When the defender finishes a special attack, they gain a debuff immunity passive for 4 seconds. So when he throws a special, he's going to get this debuff immunity, and it is a passive. So even Nico's buff immunity still wouldn't do anything because it doesn't do anything to passives. The duration of this debuff immunity is reduced by 2 seconds for each debuff that was active when this effect was applied. So if you have a lot of debuffs on him at that time, the debuff immunity he gets will at some point like not even show up like you saw against Spider-Ham. The one negative is it still removes your debuff. That's why a lot of us initially thought of Spider-Woman, because I would imagine her severe debuffs is getting through that. Is that happening? I assume that's the case. When either champion gains a bar of power, the defender gains an armor up buff, increasing armor by 5 seconds. Again, that's where that true damage thing is going to help you. But if you get to the point where you're able to focus on that, more power to you. You're beasting on this, and seriously, you're doing great. I think for the vast majority of us, I wouldn't worry about it. And then once 5 health bars have been cleaned, a timer begins with the duration equal to 20 seconds. Blah, 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 blah. The timer is paused during special attacks. If either champion touches the point, it is removed. Okay. Oh, wait. I should read this more clearly. I apologize. Once every 5 bars have been cleared, a timer begins with its duration equal to 20 seconds, -1 per health bar. So as his health bars go down or you clear more, this will get all the way down to 3 seconds. Once 25 health bars have been cleared, this timer is reduced by a further 0.1. This timer is paused during special attacks. Additionally, a point is chosen behind either the attacker or the defender. If either champion touches the point, it is removed. If that champion is the attacker, they gain some power. If the timer expires without a champion reaching the point, the next time the defender or their block is hit by basic attack or 20 seconds have passed, they remove all stun effects and inflict a sleep passive for 3 seconds. So you want to try to get to this point, basically, sometimes. Once 25 health bars have been cleared, the defender attacks with a perfect strike. Okay. The defender is immune to... Okay, so I think most people are familiar with this. If not, basically their combat power rate is going to go up. So the more you hit... Like when you hit them, they're going to start getting more and more power as you go. The defender starts the fight at full health. When the defender, okay... Where's the part about needing to use the striker and the heavy? Have I just totally made that up? And that's not in this. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, 44 bars of She-Hulk, that makes sense. No longer exists, and so that's this whole pinpoint thing. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and try another podium. I want to try Luke. I want to see if he turns this off. Thanks, guys. 44 is a lot of bars. Yeah, I don't think this is I think this is a fun, challenging fight. I'll tell you right now. Like, but see, I've kind of liked the fights, which I know not everyone has. So, let me try this with Luke. I want to see if I can turn the node off. Who's good? So far, the for sure goods are Spider Ham and Spider Woman, Schmiggy, and they have tags. So Luke is keeping the. I think Luke, it's pretty obvious, is keeping the debuffs up. The one place where I think this could get a little tricky, it's going to start to get tricky to do, essentially. I want to focus in on what I'm doing here. And try to avoid things like that, basically. He didn't gain the power, did he? That was interesting. But the debuff immunity came up because my concussions weren't appropriately strong. Let's see if we can fix that here. Oh, that stupid pinpoint thing. I don't like the pinpoint thing. Can we get rid of it? Is that an option? Huge. Oh no, 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 no. I totally misjudged how long the I had on the indestructible. Whew. I think that is gonna mess up my rotation though. Oh, I understand. Oh, I totally did that to myself, man. Pinpoint is messing with my flow pretty bad, but like I want to give that another go. I want another bite at the Juggernaut on this one, man. 10 bars, a 7-star ranked Human Torch. Okay, that makes sense, man. Thanks for telling us. Thanks for letting us know. How would Storm X do? I don't know. Wasp got me 16 bars and Kitty Pie 20. Nice, dude. Both 6 stars. Interesting. Really? All right, man. That's really cool. Just tried a different chant. Medusa got 10 bars. Boom Marvel got through 7 bars until I accidentally ate at SB3 with Time Spare. Why is Kitty doing so well outside of just doing big damage? I want to give this another go with Luke. Actually, I should make sure that he's not better on one of the other days real quick. What are the other days? Day 2 is villain, metal, control, counter, and then day 3, hero, coda, dimensional, beam. Here, let's just look there. It doesn't look like he's going to be amazing for either of those. He might be hero and coda, but I don't think so. Remember to take this down. So hero. And what's coda? That was a war tactic, wasn't it? I think it was. Yikes. There's your Storm. Those of you who are talking about using Storm, if you have other options for now, you might want to wait to use her on day 3. I would think if people are having good success with high damage mutants, then yeah, I would think Dazzler would be fine. R3 Silk, 2 tags, 7 bars. Nice. What's up, 682? No, I'm not having any buffering issues at the moment, Air Power, but that doesn't mean you're not. I believe you. Hey guys, you know what would be really cool is some of these are really impressive scores, man. We have a whole channel on my Discord that you could put them up if you're interested. It'd be really helpful to people. You could just put like a screenshot of like 23 bars with Valk or 13 bars with Domino, something like that. 18 bars with She-Hulk. I bet you like this fight, Messiah. I would too. Villain metal control. Let's see that one. Villain meta. Let's try this one first. Ooh. Null and Mojo. That'll be interesting to see. Might be going Mojo on that one. All right. Let's go back into it. I want to get a few more attempts in with these other champs. I'm going to build the bars. I mean, this is day 1. We're streaming. I'm going to try to build my podiums. Here, let's see what my alliance is using right now. Spider-Woman, Cat Britain. There's little old me. But yeah, Spider-Woman looks like the champion of choice so far. There's a Doctor Strange and a Maddie. I'll test Sequoia. Thanks, Messiah. I'm grinding Spider-Woman as long as I can tonight. Okay. I got you, man. I got you. Here, I'm going to just finish off this podium. Stark Spidey, 1 tag, releaseful. Just hits like a truck, yeah? So you're basically, so those of you who like your defender, your attackers aren't answering the node really. They're not applying a lot of debuffs or anything like that. You're basically just doing massive damage and playing the node. Hulkling did great. 10 bars. Yeah. Black Cat cooks. Is she turned off? Hilgendorf. Yeah, you got where I was going with that. I was like, oh, I assume the wife isn't watching along too, huh, BK? All right. Let's try to get more bars with this little spider hand, man. She went back to work. Nice, buddy. Have a great one with the little one. Koya can cook. So it seems like high damage champions play, and you play the node, and you're going to be okay, based on like all the names that are being thrown out, because they're not applying debuffs, they're not doing anything special at all. So he's still debuff immune. They hate Spider-Ham. I don't know why, but they do. Max, if you can let us know which part you're talking about, bud, let us know. But essentially, you're trying to do as many health bars of Juggernaut as possible. So that's why you keep seeing people say, like, I did this many bars with that champion or X champion. The challenge of the fight, you know, early on anyway, is he is going to go debuff immune, even if it's very briefly, when he throws a special. So that's why, like, I can't. You say, like, right now, it doesn't matter. I cannot land my debuffs on him. And so he's going to throw them off right now, right? As you get into the fight, there's going to be things like this pinpoint thing that's come up. I think it's once you get 5 bars. So I'm going to have to go back to it so I don't get put to sleep, basically. Let me know if that didn't answer your questions. The more debuffs you have on him when he throws his special, the shorter the duration of his debuff immunity is going to be. So that's why it was so short there, that it removed the debuffs I had on him. But I was able to put new debuffs on immediately. So if you can put a lot of debuffs on him, you can keep it pretty short, and then you can get your debuffs back up. So that's like something that I wasn't doing very well early in this fight, that I'm now doing a better job of. And I think that's why we're picking up the pace slightly. And then when you get to that pinpoint thing, you're going to gain power, and it'll prevent you from being put to sleep and him destroying your day. And there's something else that I haven't explained, and I have forgotten what it is, and I apologize. Hopefully the chat has remembered. Oh, it's this thing here with the numbers under my health bar. So if you throw your special with the corresponding number, right? So if it says 2 and I throw my special 2, let's see what happens. I get this true damage passive there. It's purple in the upper left-hand corner, which will help do damage into his armor ups, right? It'll help us. I think it zeroes out armor, if I recall correctly. And if I don't throw it with the corresponding number, then he's actually going to gain power, which is bad because as you extend the fight, his combat power increases. So it becomes one of the challenges. That's why he's getting so much power from me hitting him now. And that's just going to get higher as we go through the fight. I believe I saw my boy Yusafo. I think I did, man. What's up, buddy? I didn't have time to read the message. I saw the other one there from Max, and I'm trying to get a better score with my man Ham here, but I'm not doing it so good. Come on, buddy. Let's at least get 10. You and me together, man. Come on, come on. Come on, dude. Shoot. Actually, no, wait. We can tank this. We'll be fine. Apparently not. Apparently not. He reduces damage by a significant amount, but obviously not by enough. I think I saw you, Soft, believe it or not. Oh, did you start it? Dude, really? Well, that fits, dude. So many people are coming in, and with champions, I'm like, really? But the one common denominator amongst all these champions has been they're very high damage champions. And so that makes sense if you're hitting, especially with like basics. So that makes a lot of sense, actually, dude. Good call. Okay, got 19 bars with Okoye. Kitty does the same too. Medusa isn't awful for this fight. I wish I knew how to use Spider Ham. I have mine at rank 2. He's really, really fun. Kabam has done a good job of like evolving the game so he can't just dominate stuff. Like even this, I could go higher for sure, and I kind of want to try to get a little higher. But his power stings falling off is part of the issue, because part of the skilled way of playing Spider Ham is keeping your Spider Incense high, which gives them a chance to refresh, I believe it is. I don't think it ever goes to 100% at 10. But so if you can start really stacking those power stings, it does tremendous damage. The SB1, think of the SB1 as like your taunt, basically. Oh, think of it that way because that's what it does. The special 2 will actually apply more power stings. So I actually like the special 2 as well too. Like it has its use for sure. Terribly sorry to ask, Vega. It's okay. But could you please put the Jugs infographic screen? Yeah. Let's do it, Charles. Hopefully you're still here, bud. I want to see Wave do it. Yeah, people are gonna have Wave tomorrow, man. 28 with cap written. Y'all are abusing that what you call it? Safeguard? Or my internet has become shit now that my kids have become teenagers. They've been doing things on the internet, don't they? Pop images. Yeah, you got it, Charles. I want to try to get a better run with Spider-Man, man. Thanks for the subscribes. And I see follows and stuff coming in, y'all. Sir Lancelot, looks like you resubscribed. Thank you so much, man. I see a lot of follows coming in and subscribes on the YouTube side. And this is one of those beautiful days, guys. Like, we've been talking about this. Like, we have really good numbers on both the Twitch and the YouTube side. And this is like, if everyone, I know not a lot of you probably caught my stream towards the end of last week. And, well, I guess this is the early one this week. I was talking about like streaming and just like, different things and views kind of being taken from the YouTube side. We have almost 300 today, which for me is a really, really great number. And I know a lot of people show up to these streams. So this is one of the many reasons why I didn't want to stop streaming on YouTube. So I appreciate all showing support and catching some knowledge and hanging out here too, and sharing knowledge with the other 300 people watching. That's one of the biggest things. We're just trying to be helpful and entertain a little bit. So I appreciate y'all. Yo, Vega, do you think I can get 15K tier 5 frags from this month's event? If it's possible, I believe in you, Lazy Titan. I just don't know if that's possible. Is it? That seems like a lot. Let me know if it's possible. That seems like a ton, dude. Is that how many they're giving away? I don't even better than Spider-Man. I don't think someone quote unquote better than Spider-Man exists. Is it okay if I don't have other podiums and wait for the other tags too? So Max, you sure you got no one, dude? Like people are naming a lot of champs. I don't think the fight's easy, by the way. I think chances are these are high skill players coming in and getting really good results. But for me, the quote unquote like efficient way to do this, man, because the podiums become a lot, and it's a lot of playing the game. It's a grind, dude. Is try to get all the podiums to level 3 and like space it out. If you just have one beast of a champion and you got nothing else besides them, I mean, I get it, you know, get that podium to level 4 or 5, and that's gonna help you. It's gonna help you space it out a little bit. So you got to play to your strengths for sure. So that makes a lot of sense. Like I think I have 3 pretty good options here, so I'm definitely gonna try to get all of these podiums to level 3. I think I explained that well. I'm trying to focus a little bit on this fight too. Like one thing I'm doing different is I'm not gonna hit him at all when he's got the debuff immunity, because I'm just giving him power. And I'm gonna try to keep my debuffs up to shorten the amount of time he the amount of time he goes debuff immune, because that's when the window for Spider-Ham gets bad. In fact, I think I was using my specials too much now that I think about it. I think that was a mistake I was making. So I'm just going to slow play this and just get these. Yeah, this is so much better. See, now watch. Now I'll be able to use this special too. This is so much better. Why didn't I do this earlier? Whatever. Throw it, numbnuts. Throw it. Oh my god, this is vastly superior to what I was doing earlier. So no reason to hit him right now. Like there's just it only helps him. And then now go back in. Stack my debuffs. And now I might as well throw the special one because I have it. Let him throw this, and his debuff immunity will go down. Come on. Heavy. Yeah, this is way better, dude. I think they said special 3 has no effect one way or the other. Oh, you got it, Max. Man, seriously? That's all this... no, that's not all this game is. I don't want to say that because that's not accurate. Throw it, big boy. Yeah, it's like playing to your strengths and trying to be efficient with what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? I think I explained that relatively well. I got lucky. I got really lucky there. Because remember what that milestone is, and you just need to hit the milestone. You know, unless your alliance has some like other arbitrary one that they want you to hit. Arbitrary is not the right word. I'm not trying to like belittle it. Okay, so he's going to get his immunity at least for a minute, I think. Did I not get the... I thought I got the pinpoint thing. Did I not? Shoot. Come on, man. Come on, dude. What are you waiting for, man? Throw it, dude. You're the freaking Juggernaut. Why are you hiding in the corner? Oh my god. Yeah, Big J, that doesn't mean he's less likely to throw his special one. I got you, though, man. I truly appreciate you trying to be helpful. What it means is that when he gets to his special two, he's more likely to throw it. The idea is that they're trying to help keep you off of his special three, but to be clear, it has no influence over his likelihood to throw a special one. Yeah, no worries, man. I know you're trying to be helpful. This is what I was talking about, man. 26 bars with okay, man. That's really damn nice. What's up, Norse? How you doing, bud? Here I am, proud of my 12. That could have gone better. That could have gone better. What do we got that podium up to? Cat Britain 19 bars. I think she's one of the few champions. Like, I don't think I'm gonna like be that bummed that I don't have Deathless Thanos. I've never been bothered about not having Dark Phoenix. Well, when I fight her in Battlegrounds aside. Cat Britain's the one where I'm like, she seems really fun and stuff I'm enjoying. So that's cool, man. I'm glad to see y'all having her. You're having to punch up below the Spider-Man. How's it going? Vega, I think you have a problem with this jug. This is the most trash I'm ever do against the boss. You know what it is, Zachary? Is I actually have good champs for it, so I'm trying to do a little better, man. Nice, Ito. That's awesome, dude. Am I still really on podium 1? Oh, it is podium 1. That would have been funny if I started going off on the scoring. You're like, he doesn't know he's on podium 1. It's not that the podium's still at level 1. Let him go. Let him go. This will be funny when he realizes. I totally thought Catman was going to take Rhino's spot in the Titan roller tomorrow. I was bummed she isn't there. Yeah, that would have been cool. I mean, I get it. You know, they built her and sold her. She's like a magic lock defender in Battlegrounds. She's been phenomenal for this. So like, it's one of those things. It's like I chose to play the game. You know what I mean? But like, I'm like, can we bring her to the? Can we bring her to the base? It'll be fine. It'll be cool. It'll be cool. You know? But yeah. Looks like Ham's a great option. Can I assume Spider-Woman's great for it? I don't know if Ham's great. Remember, this is a level 5 or a rank 5. The way I played him this one was significantly better, though. It's just a smarter way of playing him for this fight. I mean, a lot of people are having a ton of success just with their high damage champions. But if you've got a Spider Ham, yeah, use him. So wait, why did he get the elongated buff immunity or debuff immunity? That surprised me. I missed something. Yeah, I'm messing something up. I'm not sure what it is. So he's got all these debuffs. Okay, so the buff of me, that one makes sense. The other ones don't make sense to me. Sandman might be good. No one's come in and said Sandman though, so I don't know. But no one has reported Sandman being very good for this so far. Doesn't mean he's not. How many tags is he? A day 2 tag? I think Villains is a day 2 tag, if I recall. And I could see him possibly being counter control. He's not metal. Those are the tags. Villain, metal, and control counter, I think it is. No, we took a look at it, and I remember thinking Mojo and Null. Didn't really want to use my SP3. I was kind of hoping to save the SP3 till a lot later in the fight. So I probably should just thrown my special 2 and suffered the small consequences when early. So if I ever try to get more bars later, I'll try to remember that. You know, after this fight, if I forget, please try to remind me. We'll go through and talk about some of the other options for folks. Because, you know, I just happen to have pretty good options today, but trust me, I get it that, like, we're not always going to have good options. Wait, why were we able to throw our special 3 again? Oh, maybe we just don't get the additional porker poppers? Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I also think I'm going to the node more than I need to. Man, that did not feel good. Yeah, we're not breaking records today. Missed parries are hurting bad. Which they should. But I've missed a couple of parries in this one. And that's been a problem. Dude, the reactions on the AI these days are wild. Yeah, alright. New Titanpool tomorrow? Yeah, it's exciting. And Solvark should be coming to the basic, which is actually the thing I'm the most excited about. All right, let's go ahead and read some questions. Just at Thronebreaker, kind of new. Nice, Peppermint Leaf. Congratulations. For some reason, the extra damage from the heavies didn't proc when using Sandman for me. Huh, I don't know why that would be. Have you tried Jane Foster yet? No, and I don't plan to. She's not particularly fast, but I've gotten... Nice, dude. That's awesome. I'm severely lacking for day 2 tags. Yeah, the day 2 tags, remember, you don't have to have all 3. You know, they're just like a bonus sort of thing. If you can get like 2 of them, that's really, really good. Black Widow Clairvoyant has been good for this. Really? That's a surprise. Oh, no, but she places debuffs too. So, okay. Yeah, that's still a surprise, but that's cool. Rewards are excellent, Amit. So there's the kind of like individual portion of it, which is here, right? The individual peak milestones, which is, you know, at Elder, they're phenomenal. But I mean, even at Valiant, they're great. Like I was doing this. This was my first time doing it with Elder, so I've been doing it on Valiant. So there's that, and then you actually get into the alliance portion. Where is that? Where did have I missed that? Have I missed the war? If your alliance is active and hitting the various milestones, they get like pretty juicy, dude. You know, because remember that little number in the top right. So you get to select 8 of those and those sorts of things. So it gets pretty juicy, man. I might actually be able to rank 4 champ. I don't know. I'll have to pay attention. I hadn't really thought it through. You know what? Unfortunately, I don't have a. I think my Black Cat is rank 1, 7-star. You know what? I don't even have a Black Cat. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't have one, unfortunately. Quality of improvement. Add files to the champion's inventory. Debate. So I'll be honest. I don't fully understand. I'm sure your idea is good, though. I mean, adding more things to have these things more easily accessible and organized would be helpful. It's really nice that we get some great rewards from Elder. I'll be honest. I really like the way they've done it. You know, I did the video on the Mysterium store and how I thought it was like a huge upgrade, and there was quite a few like complaining comments. But I kind of understood because it sounded like they removed some things from Valiant, which that felt weird. Like, why would you remove from Valiant? That I didn't understand. And if Kabam did that, then that's worthy of complaining. And so maybe that's what upset people, actually, now that I think about it. But it was one of those things where I'm like, I've always been okay with like higher progression titles. People are like more involved in the game. Like, and since I've done this completely free to play, like, I can't say like, hey guys, you know, you have to spend to do it or whatever. Like, there's plenty of pay to win stuff about the game, but hitting Elder is not one of them. I mean, I've literally shown it. And I'm not the only one. A lot of people have. Now, obviously, we've played the game for a long time, and so our skill's a little bit better than, you know, a person who just logged on for the first time. But again, that's like part of being involved in the game. And so, and I still feel like the Valiant stuff's pretty good. Like, again, literally up until just a week ago, I was Valiant too and got it. So I don't know. I know that might upset people. My intention is not to upset. It's just, that's truly what I think. Filters, got it. I was like, Debaser, I know you're probably making a really good point, but I couldn't decipher it, man. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I suck. I'm not sure how everyone is doing. So, Nordic Hunter, I will be honest. The scores that people are saying somewhere in here, either I invited them to post some of the screenshots on my Discord, not just to be welcoming. I was welcoming, and I was like, hey, I'd love to see the screenshot of that. There was a part of me on some of them where I was like, Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did great with my 5-star Ant-Man as well. Yeah. So try not to let that get to you. And also remember, it's like Instagram. People only posting their highlights, man. Yeah. Ain't no one being like, woke up feeling like crap, put on Instagram. They're more like, got dressed up, spent a ton of money. Here I am. And it's like, oh, that must be what everyone's doing every single day. Nope. Nope. So don't worry about it, man. Just do your best, man. Hopefully you're having fun. Let us know if we can answer some questions for you. What's Discord? What's the Discord? My bot is like constantly, too frequently, actually, in my opinion, doing that. And to be clear, there wasn't like a specific person I didn't believe. It felt like a lot were coming in at once. Peppermint Leaf, dude, massive thank you for the subscription. Massive thank you. Okay, Maddie worked decent well. I've got her at 15 bars. But see, like, I know Messiah. Like, Messiah's the God mod, like, for years. So when Messiah comes in and saying, like, I got this much with Okoye, I'm like, I believe them. When it's a name I don't really know, how dare you doubt me? Ever since you posted that video on the yacht, Hilgen, I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, as soon as someone tells me they own a yacht, I'm like, I'm a little suspicious of anything you tell me from here on out. I just need you to know that. But fortunately, we have a long history together, so I'm willing to overlook it. What's your high score? Dude, not the best, man. We're doing okay. Like, we're doing okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. So this is my best so far, man. I didn't love Carolina for it, but I don't think I understood the fight quite as well then. Let's hit three, they are called podiums, right? Or let's hit level 3 with Mr. Ham and then move over. I will say too, like, if you're struggling with the fight at all, try not to bounce around between the characters you're taking the fight with. Like, once you've decided you like one, I know it can get a little boring, and so if you need to do it to keep it fresh, if you need to keep excitement alive in your relationship with Alliance Coliseum, I understand you might need to involve other champions or something like that. But if you're like me, man, and you're just happy with one champion and really getting to know him well, then I would suggest sticking with that. You're going to get to know the fight a lot better, and then move on to the other ones. Because much like my fight with Carolina there, or like my fight with Spider-Ham, I realized I was playing the fight very poorly for his abilities. And the fight got immediately easier for me to do better once I figured out how to do the fight with him. And if I had just kept bouncing around from champion to champion, I would have never really fully invested like how to do well with Spider-Ham, So little champion relationship advice from me. An email just came up. Oh, okay, we're fine. Got 21 bars for Spider-Man. Hell yeah, man. Though, to be fair, we do have the Great Lakes. I would love more. Actually, I'm going to be near a Great Lake here in a couple months, but in the Chicago area, actually. But they are beautiful, man. But you don't need me to tell you that. You know that. So like that was a mistake. All right, we're back. The real Great Lake is Michigan? Which one is the, because there's 5 of them, right? Which one is the Michigan one? And according to the Bears, you can be in Indiana and still be from Chicago, according to the Chicago Bears. So I guess it's all relative. Like, you could tell me that like Superior is the one that's connected to Michigan, and Chicago could be like, no, that's also Chicago. Like it's really interesting what they've done there. I think they've learned a lesson from the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Doesn't matter anymore. No one knows geography, so you can just say whatever you want. And I guess even the San Jose 49ers have been doing that for quite a long time. Like, without traffic, it's still like an hour away. And they're like, yeah, San Francisco 49ers of Santa Clara. I want to read that comment about all Great Lakes because I have a feeling that they all border everything, and I've totally butchered it. Lake Michigan borders Illinois, Wisconsin, and Michigan. Oh, interesting. Very cool. Well, excuse me. I love geography. Hey, you go on with your bad self, Hicks. That's good. Lake Superior is clearly the best. It's in the name. I mean, they wouldn't have called it Lake Superior if it wasn't superior. Chicago Bears are full of crap. Hammond, Indiana, and not Chicago. What's going on there, man? Like, that is some of the most... I have to admit, as someone who, pays attention to the NFL as best I can, like, I get it. The Bears are a professional sports franchise like all the others, so they're going to go where they can make the most money, and they could not care less about their fans. I'm not under any delusions. But it's like, dude, you're the Chicago freaking Bears, man. Like, sports fans who do not care about the Bears per se, like, I'm an Eagles fan. And I guess I do like the Bears because of Caleb, and I'm enjoying watching them improve. Like, I enjoy watching them play football. But I'm an Eagles fan. But it's important to me that the Chicago Bears are in Chicago. Like, I guess technically, don't the Giants play in New Jersey too? You got me all riled up, man. The New York Jets play in New Jersey. But don't they share a stadium with the Giants? So I guess ultimately my question is, don't the Giants also play in New Jersey? They're in the Meadowlands? Okay, thanks. Speaking of which, best of luck to all you Knicks fans out there tonight. And sorry to the Spurs fans. Y'all are clearly going to be there, a few times over the next decade. So please don't... please understand why my impartial ass is cheering for the Knicks. Oh, I spent so much time with this screen pause. I actually should use my SP3. Here, let's do it. Come on, dude, throw it. Throw it. Come on, shoot. This is what I get for yapping and talking about sports. I guess we already threw the special 3. Whatever. Go Santa Clara 49ers! Yeah, dude. It's the biggest joke, man. It's like... It's like... obviously I'm not a 49ers fan to begin with, so that probably plays into it, but I've gone to see, massive soccer games there. I've been to that stadium, I don't know, I think 3 or 4 times now since I've lived here. And every single time I'm like, why did I do this? I've had a lot of fun watching the sporting events, but as soon as I exit the stadium, I'm like, it's a freaking mess, dude. And we're in the middle of a neighborhood. There's people's houses right there. It's just a freaking mess, dude, to get in and out, to even just get out of that parking lot. And then it's over an hour in traffic to get back to San Francisco. That's after getting out of the parking lot. Here, I'll read some chat. Both are in New Jersey and both play in the state. Thanks, DT United. Reprehensible behavior. Go Lions. Yeah, I mean, I get it, man. Dude, and like my own team's guilty of this nonsense too. Like they sent out, what was it last season? They sent out some of the season ticket holders about how would you feel if we move this? It's like, dude, you just built a brand new stadium. It's like 10 years old or something. I don't know. Maybe it's older than I realize, but it's a freaking awesome stadium in like downtown Philly, or I don't know. It's in the city. It's in a nice place. And it's just like, how much money do you need to make, man? Like, whatever. My last 2 runs got ended because Juggernaut special intercepted me. It is what it is. What is this? It's the game we play, man. It's the game we play. The Oakland A's are going to Las Vegas, just like the Raiders. At least they won't call themselves the Oakland Raiders. You know what I mean? At least I hope they won't. Or yeah, the Raiders are Las Vegas, right? And the A's won't be like the Oakland A's of Las Vegas. Blah 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 blah. Yada yada yada. Like they'll be like, nah, man, we're in Las Vegas now. We left. We had great fan support. The stadium sucks, but in Miss Candlestick, I never got to experience Candlestick. I wish I had. That's one of the few that I'm like, I wish I could have seen a game there. It was like, as someone who watched a lot of games on TV there, it just seemed like a storied place, like Montana and all that, and those guys. And then of course the Giants themselves too. If the Bears want low tax, why don't they move to Nevada and just call themselves Chicago? Like every team will just be in Las Vegas, and you can bet on all of it. The players will bet on it too. It'll be fun. It'll be like the wide world wrestling in the football. Vega got torched. I do not. It's Illinois taxes. They push every company out of state. Indiana giving them huge tax breaks and lots of money to build the new stadium. My bet is the Bears make enough money where like paying at a higher tax rate to give back to the fans that are buying like $300 jerseys that cost probably like, I don't know, 50 cents to make. I think they're probably doing okay. Like it's just my general sense on things. Like dedicated fans, generational fans, families with like grandparents, like got these tickets and they've been passing them down, and people are spending like tons and tons of money, man. People are like watching TV. Like it just, whatever. I know y'all didn't turn in for this, but effing hell, man. Like, pay the freaking tax. You make enough money. It's going to be fine. Yeah, P-Dubs is hearing me. Seattle fans were out there, the Supersonics. I'm sorry, dude. The Seattle Supersonics were like, they were in the green and yellow and white jersey. Sean Kemp, Gary Payton. I just sound like an old man now. People are like, is he okay? I don't think he's okay. Man, this Juggernaut really pissed him off. I can't remember the exact number of Vegas, but it's something like the Rams paid $20 million at the Bills. But there it's like $20 million. You don't know geography? Yeah, I'm okay with that. Oh, you're talking to Hicks? I don't know. Every NFL team owner has enough money that they could pay the stadiums themselves, but they didn't the money by the spending. That's the kind of stuff that pisses me off too. Is again like where the 49ers play, dude. It's literally in the middle of the neighborhood. Wreaks havoc, I'm sure, on that neighborhood. Now maybe we go by and talk to those neighbors, and they're like, "No, it's great, we love it," but I highly doubt that. You know, I can profit share with them. Anyways, all right, let's finish this off. I want to try to get a better run and finish us off. The league should stop the nonsense, but the league is managed by the owners. So, yeah, they're like, we talked with the Council of Morality and Decision Making, and but trust us, we're all aware of our conflict of interest here, and it was unanimous. It was unanimous that making $2 billion this season just wasn't enough. So we could go over here and make $3 million, and that just felt like the right thing to do. In fact, if anything, what we're really doing is we'll still be servicing the great fans of Chicago, Illinois for their years of devoted fandom, but we're bringing the great Chicago Bear product to Indiana. And we feel like that's just our moral responsibility to bring the greatness of the product, which is me and us, to more people. And how dare you disagree with us? Yeah. All right, all right. I'm forgetting my own rules here. So that's one where the AI actually did me a favor. I'm going to at least call it out. Because it did not need to do any of that. It's better for the fans because it's easier to drive? That's the standard line. We're doing this for you. It's for you. We care about you. We didn't want to do this. We are like, honestly, like in our self-interest, just, oh man, it is not that we did this all for you. Yeah, thank you. You reminded me of the line. Maybe Photon would work. I would think she'd be fine. Think we can get to the special dude? Yeah, there we go. Throw it. Nice. Oh, shoot. Pretty surprised that we've actually lived through those. So the AI did not do me the favor this time. And I understand that's just a hitbox issue. Like, I'm not blaming the AI for the special intercept missing. Like, it's just a weird, like, hitbox thing. Which is fine. As long as it actually looks like the real animations on screen, it doesn't bother me. It's when it doesn't match the animations on screen that it irritates me. Come on, throw it, dude. Come on. Good job. Yeah, I don't, I'll admit, I find the timer more disruptive than the heavy or the striker. I think I'm going to it too much. I'm realizing we've had it before, and I don't think I did a good job of taking it into account. And I'm going to it a little too early out of concern of not getting it later. I don't like it. It's multiple times really taking out of the flow of the fight. Like it happened with Luke too. But I imagine that's why it exists, is to prevent you from being able to just be super aggressive. And of course, as players, we want to be super aggressive. Yeah, Spider-Woman's arguably the best from what I've seen. In fact, you know, am I so upset with the bears that yeah. I get it. The bears want to squeeze as much money from the government as possible. Yeah, I mean, I understand. In fact, I think it's the fact that I do understand what they're doing that bothers me as much as it is. If they move out of the greater, like it just, and I know people be like, oh, they exist to make money. I understand that. And yet what they sell is loyalty. Like think about like around here, the 49ers are like gold-blooded. And it's like whatever, man. This is second channel sort of stuff. And I'd be happy to talk about it, but it just freaking irritates me because they make so much money selling loyalty and family and community and all of that, and then they're basically just whatever. They've monetized it, you know. Vega, it's not the heavier striker this time. You need to touch that yellow spot to stop the sleep. Stink. I can reach through there. You know that, right? I have that sort of power. Okay, I got 35 with Brit. You have, if you have for user. Messiah, is that just like salt? Is that what you're doing? You're like, hey, you know what I'm gonna do? Hey guys, watch this shit. This guy's a free-to-play player. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna tell him he should be using Captain Britain, Dark Phoenix, and yeah, we'll just leave it at that for now, man. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be funny. People buying into morality. That's basically it. Yeah, it's interesting what people do, man. There was a time and era where people believed in morality and integrity and honesty. Yeah, it's wild. I know. But trust me, it used to happen. It's basically like Triceratops. It's just really, really old. If I hear Spider Woman too. You got 11 bars of red for Red Hole? Cathis? What are you doing to me, man? Next year you're gonna tell me you did well with Toad. All right, we hit the podium there. I'm very contented with that. We're just gonna leave that alone. Let's move on to our boy Luke. I'm here for the Get Off My Lawn channel. Tag me, tag me. It basically is, man. It's gonna be like, listen, back in my day, my parents got me a baby brontosaurus to play with. I'd get my stick. We'd just play in the Grand Canyon. We realized that certain rocks would make lines. We used it as like a chalkboard. None of these fancy iPads y'all have now. Morals are greater than money, but seem to have them backwards. I guess, man. This is usually my peacetime at work where I can be watching you and catch up on people. This is not the case. I'm sorry, Sir Lancelot. People are like, can you just go back to making dumb jokes and stop talking about this stuff? All right. I mean, Gabe's like, wasn't the owner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Glazer, and he bought Man U? Isn't that what happened, like way back in like the 80s or 90s? You know what? I've already messed this fight up. Let's see if I can get it back under control. Skip Rock was the better podium. 4 more skips was impressive. Wait, what's going on? Why am I getting booed? What did I do wrong? Besides, you're the one who came here and told me about a paid champion on my free-to-play account, man. I should be implementing the same thing in this fight that I did with Spider-Man or Spider-Ham. If they're debuff immune and you're relying on a champion that's placing debuffs, you probably shouldn't keep hitting them and giving them power. There, I think we're gonna turn off the image again now. No, we didn't. Let's try to do a better job. You know what? I'm thinking with Luke, it might be smartest to just stick with SP2s. Because as soon as we lose that, it's when we have problems. Oh yeah, I think you guys. Well, no, you guys know Messiah. I don't need to explain who Messiah is. Everyone knows. We're just joking around having a good time. This simplifies the fight. I'm not. No, actually, we're already at. Yeah, no, this is better. I think it is. No, he got rid of the debuffs there. Maybe it's not. Come on, dude. Yeah. Shoot. Let's see. Let's see if we can get this back under control. Yep, the Glazers and the Crunkies own multiple. Yep. Shoot. I've messed up this whole fight now. Let's see if we can get this back under control. Come on. All right, here we go. I'm going to need really good luck right here, though. Don't throw it. All right, I think we got it back under control. And I'm realizing, I think what happened is I was so mindlessly throwing my special 2, I didn't line it up with the thingamajiggy. Come on now. Come on, dude. Come on, man. Yeah, Hilgendorf. I you know, I mean, you do videos on it too. You're probably aware the community has really not liked some of the fights. So I know what I'm going to say is not very popular, but I've thought the fights have been actually really good. And this is just fitting it. Like, I'm enjoying the challenge of the fight. I feel like I'm finding ways to try to get like better at it. There is obviously skilled ways. Like, not all champions are equal in it. That's obvious. And the fact that people are coming in saying that they're having such great luck with high damage champions, like, even more furthers my thought that this is pretty good. Because you can, like, skill your way through it, you know? Which is pretty impressive. Like, the scores people are saying are honestly wildly impressive. Shoot. That was my fault, getting caught on the dashback. All right, cool. I'll take 12. What rank is this? Look, it's rank 5. Sig level, I think it's only like 40 though. I was booing Frosty Vega, not you. Oh, okay, I got you. Make whale jokes. Yeah, we don't hate whales around here, man. We don't hate whales around here. You know that. Oh, got you, Lancelot. All right, got you. Am I ready for the World Cup? Yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's an exciting every 4-year, just like total crazy experience. You know what I mean? Like, and I'll actually be I'm taking a little vacation here towards the end of this week. and going down south to see a lot of my family. And we're going to watch the first game for sure, U.S. game on Friday. So I'm excited for that. I don't have high expectations, obviously, but it'll still be cool. High expectations of the U.S. men's team to do very well. That I should phrase all that. Nice rank. Thanks, man. I love Luke. He's a phenomenal champion, man. Oh, or you're talking about Hildendorf and his rank up. That's also very cool. Uh-oh, Frosty and Messiah got beef, man. Hold on, y'all. We got to figure out a way to monetize that. Hey, real quick. This is going to be right back. I got to stand up and stretch. I forgot to set my timer. I'll be right back, y'all. I'm actually really not going anywhere. We're just going to stand up and stretch, literally. You're joking, right? You have the LeBron of soccer? Sarcasm. Gotcha. Do you know how long the U.S. sports media has claimed that we have the next generational international soccer star? I feel badly for this because like these guys are kids, man. But you guys probably don't even know the first player I can think of. This guy was going to win us World Cups. We were going to change everything because remember the World Cup came here in 94, I think it was. I think it was 1994. Italy beat Brazil, I think, or did Brazil beat Italy? I can't recall. Is it Roberto Baggio? Roberto Baggio? No, I even got the first name wrong. It was Baggio, and that was like Ronaldo. I don't think I'm combining teams. That was Romario, Ronaldo, Danielson, I believe, right? I might be combining 2 World Cups there. Anyways, but after that, you know, America was going to be really great at soccer, man. We were going to be phenomenal at it. And in my memory is not that long afterwards, there was a kid who he was going to like revolutionize American soccer and put us on the map. We were going to be great at it. Del Piero? That was the striker, right? I was pretty young and I was still like, you know, I played like little kid soccer, but I was kind of getting more into the sport. Freddie Adu. Yeah, P-Dubs knows who I'm talking about. And he was like the first one, man. And I think he like went straight to the MLS. Again, this is a long time ago. Yes, really. Thanks, Bullet. MSC got 56 bars. He needs to get out of here. MSC, he's like, he's just dunking on everyone. Was it still a She-Hulk? Yeah, Freddie was the Kwame Brown of soccer. I mean, it's funny, like, I mean, it's not funny. He's a kid, man. He was like a kid. Yeah, it's like 14, 15 years old, something like that. Yeah. It's just, you know. I mean, I obviously I don't know the man at all. And I imagine he wasn't getting like $20 million a year or something like that, especially not in that era. But hopefully he did all right, you know. All right. Let's get back to it. I want to try to get a better score with Luke. I kind of lost track of what was going on in this last run. 15 bars with Cat Britt. Hell yeah, man. Congratulations. All right. Let's try to get a better score here. You think he played in Germany? Freddie, like eventually? I mean, don't get me wrong, man. I'd love to see our men do phenomenally. I mean, obviously I'm going to be cheering for my country, you know, like most people, I believe. Most people will be cheering for their country. Not most people will be cheering for the U.S. So I'm excited about that for sure. But yeah, we just don't seem to be of the quality of a lot of the rest of the world when it comes to actually winning the whole thing. Yeah, this might be superior when I can cycle the SP1, SP2. It's just about making sure I've got the debuffs up to get the strong concussions. And if Jugs is going to continue to play ball, which might be more likely to happen if I'm knocking him down as much as I am right now, then we might be able to keep a more aggressive pattern. Then then when the pinpoints come, we'll have to judge it when we get there. I was a little closer than I'd like to cut it, but it worked. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go the SP1 this time. Because keeping the concussion up is super helpful. Come on, dude. There we go. There we go. Much better. Come on, dude. No, that was a mistake. I forgot that I got hit. No, he bailed me out. Oh, I just ruined my own run. Crap. It's a very nice Juggernaut we've got here. No, why do I do dumb things? Why? It was so unnecessary too. It was Roberto Baggio. That's what I said, right? After Roberto Baggio missed his penalty kick. Poor, like one of the best players in the world. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me of that. Ronaldo was there, but on the bench, he was 17. If I'm not mistaken, Romario was our hero. Okay, so that's why I know Romario. An amazing player. Okay, and that would explain why I know Romario so well and hold him in such high regard. Because again, I was just like a novice U.S. soccer fan. You know, like a lot of Americans at that time. I had played it as like a little kid, and I liked the sport, but it wasn't like something we had on TV very much like that. And then it came to the U.S. and it was huge. It was massive. Like I lived in Los Angeles, like in the outskirts, but I lived in L.A. And it was a huge deal. And like the US has so many people born from other countries too, that like it was a cultural event. It was a really big deal in this country when it came. So it was awesome. And some of my heritage is from Italy, so I had picked them as like a team to cheer for, if the US didn't do so well. So yeah, Roberto Baggio. That's really cool, man. Yes, Baggio's major and Romario was our striker, and my generation won't allow anyone to talk shit about him. I mean, the guy was a freaking baller. Like, it made sense. Like, even as someone who didn't know the sport that great was like, oh, that man different. Like you could see it on the field, and it makes sense. I was confusing it with like I think the Nielsen was probably the '98 World Cup, which would make sense because that's the game I play with my buddy. Like we still play World Cup '98 together. I love it. And yeah, Ronaldo was the guy, was the man. Actually, I'm in the UK football soccer teacher. Yeah. It's like I had a buddy. So one of my best friends was supposed to play soccer football for the college we went to. He hurt his back pretty bad. Our fraternity had a lot of like ex-athletes like that who got hurt or just decided they no longer wanted to play college sports. And so he introduced me to like he was a big Man U fan and stuff like that at the time. And he was a goalie. So like we would kick ass in the intramurals because no one could score on him. Most of us had no idea how to play the sport, at least not well. We just were good athletes. Yeah, but no one could score on him because he was like a legitimate college goalie. Hey, you got one of the best ones, Caesar. US almost has no chance to make it to the semis. I mean, that's one of the things about. I mean, I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're correct. But that's one of the many things I think. Like, how to explain this? I think that people that don't appreciate soccer, one, they just might not like it, and which is fine. I'm not going to try to convince them they should. And I think that's why the game is so exciting. Is goals are so hard to score. Like any game with a goal and a goalie is typically really exciting if you appreciate the chance to score. If you're only looking for the score, then yeah, you're probably not going to enjoy the sport. It's like hockey. But if you enjoy the build up to the possibility to score and the anticipation, the excitement that comes from it, and then like a beautiful save or shot going off the bar or barely missing or something like that, if you enjoy that, then the game's like nonstop excitement. But there's the old joke, and it's an old joke, like The Simpsons made fun of it, dude, what, 30 years ago? Of like the games being low scoring and there just being all this passing. And it's like, because you're not enjoying or participating in the build up to the possible score. And I get it. You can't convince people that they should like that. Dallas Cowboys Glazer. Oh man, this is gonna be rough, man. But we're here. We're gonna treat everyone equally here. Okay. You're gonna have to give me a second. I need to drink a little bit of water. One of my older brothers is a lifelong Cowboys fan too. So I'm pretending like I'm talking to him right now. But here it goes. All right. Just the way I'm totally kidding. I'm an Eagles fan, which means you've probably already turned this off, but we're still going to do this. There's two different Coliseums. So I think that's important to keep in mind. There's the Solo Coliseum and the Alliance. Today we're doing the Alliance Coliseum. And it's a 3-day event with 5 different podiums. All right. Oh shit. I didn't mean to start the fight. Here, we'll quit out. And all the fights are going to be against Juggernaut. And on the first day, there are tags that will get you like extra points, especially if you're struggling with the fight. It's really smart to go in and utilize these tags. Additionally, you can change the level that you're going to try it on. Okay, the difficulty. So like if you're struggling with the fight, you can change it to medium. Now, obviously, you're going to get less points, but it often removes some of the threat of the fight. So you can try that. If you have a good option for the fight and you're getting like, let's say like 7 or 8 bars, you're probably better off just sticking with the hardest level. All right. And you're, this is where this gets difficult to explain. I myself am not going to try to tell you I 100% understand it. And it's obviously for monetization, but you want to raise the level of each podium. Do you see how like day 1 has 3 different podiums? You want to try to raise the level of it, and the level will go up based on your tags and then how well you've done in your fights. Once you get to podium level 3, you can see like the massive jump in the score. If you look under total points, you can see like that has jumped all the way to 1.4. And I don't think my best fight with Spider-Ham is that much better than my best fight with Luke. And then if you want to look at like the points that people have gotten as they've gone through the multipliers of raising their podium, you can see it right here, right? Like look at my man Drizzy up there at the top. This is my alliance, or Hilgendorf, who's also here in the stream, or he was earlier. And you can see like he's obviously had a really nice run with Captain Britain. You see how he's got over 1 million points, but he's still at level 2. And that's total points. And so if we click that off, that can tell you like how many true points they earned before it's run through the level of their podium. It's a very complex system, and I think it's so they could monetize it, so they could sell podium upgrades. But I hope that explained it pretty well to you. Let me know if it didn't, but still here. Okay, thanks. I like the lack of commercials. It is exciting. Yeah, I agree with that. People haven't experienced it before, like the old Golden Boot days, or Golden Goal, I mean. All right, let's get to this. I'm gonna try to get a better run with Luke. I've flubbed the runs. Let me again, if you're still here, Dallas Cowboys Glazer, let me know, because I realize that might not have actually answered the question you're asking. But that's the basic setup of the mode. Dude. Yeah. We're gonna need to get lucky here. No, didn't get lucky enough. It's all right. We can get this under control. This is probably better. All right. We need you to throw it there, dude. All right. Let's try to prevent him from throwing a special 2. I think this will do it, man. Yeah, nice. All right, now we're into our loop. My R5s are Heimdall, the greatest champion in MCoC history, and Luke Cage, and Spider-Ham. I got double science on the gems, so that's why I have those 2. So Heimdall was the first one I got to like choose from all the different classes. And I'm very happy with it, all of them. Like, no regrets on a single one. I don't think I've gotten a chance for Spider-Ham to like really show off on like a mode or like a meta or something like that in BGs. But I don't want to say he's like on the back half. I think that would be over dramatizing it. But I think he's a little bit like my girl America, you know, where they had a run as like the quote unquote best. Shoot. And new, hotter, better things came out, you know? Man, I'm really brutalizing this bad. Lost track. completely of the fight. And now we're gonna die. Whatever. We'll give it another try. 22 bars with North Star. Hey, what's up, Joel? How you doing, man? I'm just gonna let him finish this off because I effed this up. Holy camera is so bad, man. I can watch like 5 seconds before it tries to load. I'm sorry, man. Shoot. Does anyone know, was there a really good video explaining how the Coliseum works? Because it is a bit complex. Like the whole scoring and something. What's the most bars you've gotten? I think like 12. I think we got 12 with yeah, we got 12 with Spider Ham. Oh no, I got 14, it looks like, with Luke. I keep flubbing it with Luke. That's the problem. Is like I've never made it to the end. I keep screwing it up. I think I'm still trying to figure out the best like moves to make with him, because for me he's very reliant on keeping up that concussion, and it does get more difficult for it to stay up. But I think we're gonna get the setup here, which is nice, and then I can use his indestructible. Looks like you are gonna throw it, right? So basically, all you need to do is clear a lot of bars, level the code. Yeah, essentially, man. Like, and the bars can, if you don't have the right champions, or you're not doing great in the fight, it can get a little tedious, dude. Which is why they obviously sell the podium upgrades. And you can go down to a less difficult level of the fight if you're struggling with it, and there's no shame in struggling with it, man. It's designed to be a tougher fight. I just happen to have the right champions for it, like at pretty good ranks right now. That's a surprise. The thing is, I didn't read the statement Hilgendorf's replying to, but that's been one of the really interesting things about the chat. Is I'm surprised at how well people are doing with high damage champions that don't really answer the threats of the fight at all. They're just playing outrageously well, and the damage of the champions has been enough to carry them. I mean, I can't imagine another explanation for the collections of champions that we've heard. Which, again, not gonna lie, part of why I think this is actually a really well done fight. Shoot, I don't think I got that in time. It doesn't matter. It's not going to matter. It doesn't affect the ability accuracy of the special. So it's fine. I was planning to press from red. I didn't have enough exhaustions. I think I may have just ruined this run. Throw. Yeah, I totally flubbed the whole freaking thing. We had a good zone going too. Like each run will contribute points. Like my first try 8 bars, second try 8 bars, and do it again and again, and more points. Yeah, because think of the podium level as like a multiplier. I think it literally is a multiplier. I don't think I'm like, yeah, I think it literally is. And so that's why, if you see this, even though my best run is with Luke, Spider-Ham has the most points contributing right now because I've gotten that podium to level 3. Yeah, dude, Luke's amazing. I will admit, as you saw right there, it's not easy to lose it. Like, but the reason why each of my Luke runs hasn't gone better than it has is at some point I lose the concussion. And I really was trying to focus in on keeping it. And I had a good run going. Like we were doing really well time wise and number of bars wise, but you know, it's that whole pinpoint thing. I don't like it. But that's why it's there. Yeah, Faith, dude. I think I saw what you're referring to there, dude. We all have bad wars, man. Wars is like, I think war more than Battlegrounds is probably the one that is most likely to make people be like, why am I playing this game? Do you think Mr. Sinister got R5? Yeah, dude, he's amazing. If I had gotten a mutant gem, he would have been one of my #1 considerations. I'm a bit of a fanboy for Mr. Sinister, but I do think, well, I don't think like what he does is maybe as asked for as what Jean and Onslaught do. Like he's a much more basic champion who kind of overpowers content, while Jean and Onslaught I think have the utility and the damage to do just what a ton of fights are asking you to do. And then, of course, their damage is really good, too. Onslaught's is, I think, obviously better in long form. Sinister is in the same tier for myself in the Illuminati. As far as, like, overall value to an account and like, kind of OP nature. So, yeah, I'm a big fan. That's a great rank up, in my opinion. In fact, I will be doing the top 5s this month. So like the top 5 champions in each class, and those are the top 3 in Mutant. Like they're just in like a certain way of looking at the game, they've almost like ruined the rest of the Mutant class because they are so outrageously powerful. I play War for the challenge and fun. It's definitely not for the awards. Yeah, absolutely. Man, that pinpoint was really far away. May not have been smart to go for the SB1 this time. Come on, man. Yeah, I'd see. This is how I've ended up ruining my own runs. It's a different error each time. A lot of it is just trying to be too aggressive. Let's see if we can pull it back in. Nope. on, dude, please. Nope. Spider-Woman? Yeah, she was the first one people were calling out. I think she like answers a lot of the threats of the fight, so it makes sense. And see, now that I've lost the concussion, the various timers are just gonna be like, I think more than we can really like do anything about. So I'll just try to stay alive and see how many bars I can get. Oh, he's shrugging off. Why? Oh, because of the debuff immunity? I would not have thought of that. That's interesting. So why is clairvoyant? Jug shrugs off the severe debuffs. Because he's going debuff immune? Oh, that's a surprise to me. I actually did not think of that. Shoot, I want to try one more time to get a better run with Luke, but 14 might be topping it. And we can't select these until the end. How's the Alliance doing? Yeah, Alliance is already on it. All right. Does anyone remember, do we get these at the end of the 3-day event? Okay, hold on. Stop right there. Listen. So a lot of people are like, hey, Vega, I think you're looking into it, which is fine. I even said, like, I might be looking into this. Who knows? They put out conflicting communications on this stuff. But people are like, even Kabam, you know, calls it a week-long event because, like, it starts on this day and the rewards don't get paid out. Oh, fine. Literally, they're calling this a 3-day event. It is right there on the screen. Like, I'm not trying to play gotcha. I'm not like saying like now they have to. I'm just saying that like, I think there's a reason they're saying a week-long event. But it seems like maybe it'll be next month, hopefully, or who knows what transpired behind the scenes that we don't know about. But they're very clearly calling it a week-long event. And like literally right there, it says 3-day event. I'm not trying to trap them in a word game or anything like that. I'm just saying that like, I still am holding out hope that they're moving it to a true week-long event or a 5-day event or whatever, in which case maybe they would say 5 days. Who knows? But I think I still am holding out hope. I'm not going to be all pissed off if they don't do it, but yeah. You get solo rounds reset. Okay, I want to see how good those are going to be. I don't think it's going to be enough for me to like rank 4 someone, but yeah, because I don't think I even have one of those. But it's definitely be enough for me to rank 3 some champions, which would be huge. I don't think I have a tier 7 basic right now. Let's see. I'm going to reset the game real fast. I'd say focus on the medium podium. I didn't love Carolina for that fight. Like the whole like everything's passive was helpful, obviously, and she might just be my best option. Maybe we can see if we have another good option. And I still want to do right by my alliance or as best I can by him, even though like We try to do that, right? Like we don't have a minimum score, although our alliance has pretty good prestige as an alliance. But you know, we try to make room for people who are going to go on vacation and stuff. And I definitely am. Although I'm not going to. No, well, yeah. How many points do we need to get today? You don't really. So my advice is to take a look at your week and see how much you're realistically going to be able to play. I mean, I've been playing this for almost 2 hours now. This is where I talk about, I'm like, yeah, the 3-day cycle is not bad for me, but I'm a YouTuber who like literally live streams the events. Like think about people who have jobs and families and work and school and stuff. Oh yeah, Corpse, thanks. I like the fight being fun is where I find myself wanting to get a better score with Luke. I'm gonna try one more time. Oh no, wait, I said I was gonna check the tier 7 basic. Oh, I have 2. Oh shoot, we're gonna be able to rank 4 at champ. Oh, very interesting. Oh, very cool. Dude, the opening on Tuesday just got even more important. All right, let's try to do a better one. Who I don't know, Faith. The account I'm doing okay in battlegrounds. Like I'm rusty as hell, dude. Like God, it's even I'm like, oh, but I'm winning. I think I'm getting to the GC. At least I did last season. Based on it being kind of a weird meta, and also I think just generally knowing the game better than a lot of more casual players. But my gameplay is rusty as hell. Like even I'm like, this is bad. But I enjoy battlegrounds. Like I do a lot, and a lot of times battlegrounds champs and war champions have a lot of crossover. So here's what I'm thinking. I actually would love your guys' opinion on it. I referenced this earlier. Is I don't think I'm ever getting Deathless Thanos. It's not with the way it's currently instituted in the game. I'm obviously never getting Dark Phoenix unless Kabam decides to like do something, and who knows if and when that'll happen. So I think they're going to become my 2 bans because they are so outrageously strong. And here's the extra part is if I ban those 2 champions like consistently, then I don't need options for them. And they have a lot of crossover. And so I think I'm actually going to rank up America. You guys know I love America, like American Chavez action figure, the red blob behind me. I've been saying that for years. And so I think it's going to be her. As much as I like the concept of Madeline and I like Strange a lot, I think if I rank up America, she can handle a lot of fights outside of her class that I see frequently in battlegrounds. So I think she's going to be like my Mystic, and obviously Paviter too, because he handles so many things. And then I need to rank up around that. So like that's why I went immediately to Photon, because she's just so amazing. So the next one, I don't know. It might be America. Yeah, so and that's the other thing, Charles, is my whole thing about like letting the ascendable champions or ascended champions be like a bit of a tiebreaker for me. I think that's where I'm going to start trying to take advantage of that as well too. And I just really like the character and all that. So, I have like my own like extra reasons too. I may have shortened my combos a little too much. Yeah, I did. All right, it worked out. Yeah, a lot of people have said they've had success with Kitty. I didn't shorten my combo very well there at all. Dude, no way. Those concussions were still on. That's a load of hogwash. Whatever. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I know I got quiet here. I'm focusing in a little bit. Luke, the tanky son of a gun. So right there, the pinpoint actually helped me, which is not often been the case. It made the same stupid mistake on every single foiled run. Whatever. Okay, it's time to go to another one. Yeah, Kath, it's like it's just a get like I think I just see the time going down. I tried to get too aggressive. It's my own fault. But it's time to move on to the other one. It's time to do the cat and bird. Hey, what's up, police friends? 7 turns, she's great for this. Maybe even rivaling Spider in terms of greatness for today. Nice, dude. Neuroshock damage is amazing. Prowess sacks. Just checked. That's very cool. That's very, very cool. How many Titans you got saved? I think I've got 5 and a Nexus. And then we've got some 7-star crystals. It looks like I got 4 and a Nexus. No, I've got 5 because I've already got 1 as a reward, and then 5 and a Nexus, and then we got some chances to try to get Solvark, which I'm pretty pumped up for, man. All right, let's try that second. Let's try that second podium. We're gonna stand up and stretch just for a minute, so be right back. Screen will go on. I'm not actually going anywhere. Got 15 bars and I played terrible. Turns out KRS. You guys are just trying to make me cry. You want to see a grown man cry on screen, I guess. That's fine. That's fine, man. Yeah, the 7-star pool should get updated too. Have a great one, Charles. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. If you do the new weekly challenge. Oh, Corpse. Good call. I forgot that reset. Do we nightly PFP? All right, let's go. Let's check that out. And then I'll try to see if I can work on that second podium in a little bit. I've been forgetting to stretch. Stand up. Appreciate y'all being a supporter of that. The health issue that was starting to pop up has improved dramatically with just some really simple changes. So that's been really, really cool to see. The fact that you have to include the word should is sad. Which one did I... Hey, what's up, Chris? How you doing, bud? Which one did I... What did I throw it into? Oh, that I should stand up and stretch? Probably. I think that's probably what I said. The basics should be updated. Oh. Yeah, dude. And I obviously I did the Solvark video because of how good he is. And people are asking, like, he's going to move into the Titan or to the basic, and I'm like, he should? And I feel a little badly because I've made the mistake once before when Kabam didn't update the crystal on time. I was like, hey, hold off, don't open. And then that's the one where like Kabam like only compensate like people who did open. And I'm like, I'm no longer trying to guess. Like, I think I'm just going to open and Kabam needs to make it right. Like, I'm not, because like based on the previous comp, it had been a good advice. Dude, these are pretty sweet profile pics. I wish they were a little bigger, but they're cool. More action figures. All right, why don't I'm going to try to work on this podium a little bit, and if you guys are cool with it, we'll maybe we'll auto quest some daily fights or something and talk a little bit, and then holy crap, it's already 1:30. Maybe we won't do all that. I did not see what time it was. Shoot. Let me see what I'm supposed to do today. Yeah, I can stay up a little later tonight. I need to get videos recorded for while I'm gone. At least I want to. Maybe I want to is a better way to phrase it. Thank you for the recent follows, y'all. Appreciate it. Just kind of see who my best option is for this fight, for this podium 2. I haven't, we did the fight earlier with Carolina, and she was fine. I didn't love it. I feel like Silk, the problem with Silk, I think it's going to be as you advance, the combat power rate is going to become a problem. But as far as like, well, let's see how many bars this gets. But I could see this being my my option here. And just get like, you know, 6 bars or 7. We'll see how many she actually gets. Like where this becomes a bit of a problem. This is the rank 2 Silk. She is one of the champions that I do want to rank 3, but with the new Titan coming, I'd like to make some coordinated rank ups. And the fact that it looks like I'll be able to rank 4 champion, which I was not expecting. Yeah, we're just only at 1 bar too. It's because we can't stack a ton of debuffs, isn't it? I did not enjoy Sophus, man. I hope you do it. No, I'm starting to see like the problems. Which is, you know. You know what I could probably do? It's kind of like the Spider-Ham fight. Let me, if I can do a better job of setting up the special 2s and trying to give myself a chance to get more debuffs in for them. So, like, let's let him throw this, and then... Okay, if he's not going to play into it, then there's not much we can do anyway. Although I will say, I'm not going to... this isn't anything to shake a stick at. Like, with pretty simple play, we're getting, like, pretty solid results. But I think as his combat power rate grows, it's going to become a problem. Yeah, like if we end up, let's say we end up with 7 bars, I'm not going to go out there and tell you all like, the great candidate, you guys got to use her, screw all these other champions you guys have been using. But if you have limited options like I do, this might not be a bad one. Yeah, and he was debuffing me that whole time. I finally got the intercept, and then... I don't even think we're seeing a big enough damage benefit to try to set up the bigger SB2s. And we had the true damage passive, so we should have been hitting through the armor. Well, I should have gone for it there. That was just stupid. I'm telling you guys, there's a reason why we've learned that I say the number 6 or 7 a lot. Is I don't know what it is about this game, but often you end up doing 6 or 7 of something. This may truly become like, having gone through this fight now, like, I'm not gonna try to say this is like easy. And what I'm saying is like, having done this fight with a variety of champions, she simplifies a lot of this, and you just kind of get the damage that can come to you. And it's not like this is bad damage. Like, yeah. It's obviously not as great as some of the other numbers we're seeing, for sure. Like, not even close. But for rank 2 with pretty simple play, you're just 5-hit comboing into a heavy, like 8 bars. That's not bad, dude. Yeah, 6-7 Frosty. What's up, Hoosier? Thanks for using the goat emoji. I kind of like it, man. Not gonna lie. Silk is a cool looking character. She's very, very cool. I don't think I could like push that higher. I feel like Storm is gonna struggle. But let's see. Actually, the heavy spacing with her is super nice. And it's a fast-paced fight for sure. So that's kind of enjoyable. Yeah, I don't think she's amazing for this, but if you want like a really fun, quick-paced fight that like you're in this heavy spacing lines up really nicely to punish things, and you got a nicely ranked Storm, I think she's actually pretty good. Well, don't let that happen to you. I actually kind of want to try her one more time because it's actually fun. Like I don't think she's the best for it or anything like that. She's not placed a ton of debuffs or any of the, in any of the quote unquote threats of the fight, but she's actually like enjoyable. Do you know how others are getting 20 for Spider Woman? I can only get around 17. No, Hayden, actually I don't, because I assumed her severe debuffs would stay through the buff immunity, but it sounds like, or the debuff immunity, but it sounds like they're not. So I actually don't know how they're doing it. I imagine just being super, super aggressive. But yeah, people are asking. Maybe there'll be a video out soon. You know, MCoC Noob was here in the beginning of the stream, and he said I think he got like 20 some odd bars. So maybe check his channel. He's usually, you know, amazing at putting out the video evidence and helping people through the fights. Yeah, the AI, like the AI is the AI. Yeah. And remember too that like the 23 bars you're seeing, again, that's like their highlight reel. That's not, you know, if you're watching them stream, they're probably not getting that every single time. Maybe they are. I don't know, but I doubt it. Wow, I'm flubbing. Let's just start over. Is anyone else lagging so bad watching? I don't know. Yeah, if people are, let me know. It's saying steady connections on both sides, but that doesn't mean it's what's coming through. All right, let's try this one more time. I've already got this to podium level 2. All right. I'm not getting the numbers I'm hoping for on some of these. Oh wow, he got it at stun fast. Come on, dude. Come on, buddy. Look at those shocks just tick, dude. Oh, that's my own fault. All right. I think we're done with this one. I can tell I'm getting a little tired of it. We'll auto fight some of that stuff and get some of the credit for the Pride event. And if I leave it on here, yeah, Storm is Silk at rank 2, I think is an easier play than the Storm at rank 3. So I'll probably go back to Silk, get that podium up to 3 at some point. And then because I need to focus on getting some videos done and clearing up my own work before I head out on this vacation, I don't know if I'm going to tackle... we'll probably be live tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow or Wednesday, and we'll do one of the 2 podiums for sure. And let's go ahead and auto quest this and just kind of answer some questions and kind of clean up put a bow on all of this. Oh, we don't have to do it with like certain champions. We're not just win a fight in any game mode. You don't need to do it with Valkyrie, Hela, Angela. Ooh, I don't actually have a lot of those champions at ranks that'll get through the matchup. Yelena and Hercules. Okay. Daily quest. Where's Herc? How do I have a... I was seeing if I had a rank up gem or something. And who was the other one? It was Hercules and I think it was Yelena Belova. Let's see if they can do it. I don't know if they can. Captain Brett. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have her. Road to Labyrinth is your friend. Yeah, I want to see if I could do the daily quests. I mean, dude, they're so outrageously rewarding. I mean, that's a big... They're one of the many reasons my account was able to get to Elder and get through all this stuff, man. But I hear you. Yeah, Road to Labyrinth. If somehow I can't and I want to auto-fight all this, if I really want to, I can just take control of the characters. I'm just seeing if they can auto-fight it, so I can do it like while I'm getting work done or something later. You don't have Captain Britain? I don't, Hoosier. I do not. I might have a 6-star. I don't know. Only problem is that all his poisons will be purified. Who, David? Which champ are you talking about? Did you get a crack crystal from your dailies? Which one's the crack crystal? The Ascension crystal? I forget the names they've given to everything, like the Ascension Titan Grace of Gratitude for all people's glory. What are you talking about? Like the names of the crystals. Which one are you talking about? He cleanses 2 debuffs. If you don't have 2, he'll go. I was responding to Alpha. Oh, I'm so tempted to use my Immortal Abomination. You won't get any bonuses, though. I don't know how I can definitely. Yeah, the thing with what I found was, depending on the champion I was taking in, right? Like with Luke, if I could keep the concussions up, then I could keep up the debuffs, which is great. As you get later into the fight, the timer starts to become such that it becomes really difficult to keep them up. And then I started making over-aggressive mistakes. And frequently I sent him red, which was crazy that I did that. And then with Spider-Ham, it became not hitting him and giving him power when he was in the debuff immune state. And then that allowed me to get the debuffs up again quickly. Like, the fight's actually not very Spider-Ham friendly at all. And I think it kind of speaks to the fact that I had a rank 5, which obviously helps. And kind of Spider-Ham's like resilience. I'm not sure how else to explain it. He's a good champion. So it's just 2 different ways of attacking the fight. With I-Bomb, I'm not going to pretend to know how to take the fight with I-Bomb. But I think if you keep the debuffs off, then you know the debuff immunity is going to be so short. Maybe you can get him back up again. But then with the special, yeah, you're gonna. Well, the special 2 will give you the acid burn, won't it? So maybe you're okay. I don't know. The immortal abomination between inflicts acid burn, so the poisons are actually irrelevant. That's what I'm wondering. It's like if there's a way to actually do that fight and not worry about it. I was doing it with Luke, and he messes with ability accuracy. Maybe wrong. Who messes with ability accuracy? Faith. I mean, Luke turns off things through ability accuracy. Or are you talking about Juggernaut messes with ability accuracy? Remember that you have to have a certain amount of the exhaustions up for Luke to. It changes like the potency of his concussions. Does it change the potency? Or no, it changes how many you get, I believe. Maybe it's the potency and how many you get. We can go back and look at his kit in a minute. So it may have been a situation where, and that happened to me early in my runs, where I did not have enough exhaustions, and then a result that I did not have enough concussions to fully turn off the node. And so sometimes he did purify all the debuffs, or go debuff immune, I guess is what you'd call it. He being Juggernaut. Oh, thank you for the new follows. Appreciate that. And I know we had some subscribes and stuff come in today too. I really appreciate that, y'all. But yeah, it looks like Kirk and Yelena handle this just fine. And the revive stash is already growing again. So I don't think we'll be doing an EOP lane until I've come back from vacation. And like I said, I got to clear up work. But and get these videos made too. But I enjoy streaming, so I want to stream as much as I can before we leave. Yeah, I respond to David. Okay, but I might not understand the node because Luke changes the fight with AA. Basically, he's turning off portions of it, so he's turning off the debuff immunity going live. Interesting. Okay. Oh, this rocket's kicking my ass. We have auto fight on, yeah? Yeah, yes we do. All right, any other questions on it, or does everyone kind of like have it under control? It seems like everyone does. Like people figured out the good options. They're skilling their way through the fight, or they're Captain Brittanying it. If we could make them, the emojis on Twitch are so small, I would make an emoji being like, do you have Captain Britain? But I love y'all sharing it. Just the idea is to be helpful to everyone, not just me. Wait, you don't have why don't you have Captain Britain, bro? That's weird. Vega, without spoilers, what show in your opinion had a satisfying end? Like as far as like the whole series ended well? Because that's tough, dude, right? So many series have ended very, very poorly. And I think it's ultimately because, you know, a lot of times, one, it maybe was just a bad ending. And two, the writers, like, they were doing a thing with their show that maybe viewers didn't like. And so they wanted it to end a certain way. And, you know, they didn't get that. Like, an example of that for me would be like, I can't believe I can't think of it, Sopranos. Like artistically, very cool ending. Viewer wise, I was like, what the actual F? Like, no, that is not, no, like just no. Like, I'm pretty sure I know how this ended, but it's not like I needed to see it if that's what was going to happen. And even then I didn't really love it, but it was, I think it was true to the world that they had built. All right. A big one. What's up, Frosty? What shows in your opinion had a satisfying ending? Dude, you know what show actually had a good ending? And I don't know how many of y'all have watched it. Is, do you guys watch? It's an animated show. And it's kid friendly. Check age rating because both my kids were definitely like old enough, so I wasn't really focused in on it. But it was called Amphibia. I felt like it dragged out a little bit in the final season. I will admit, it felt like they were like, it felt like, were you contractually obligated to a certain amount of episodes? Because it felt a little like it sidewinded a little too much. but it was a very satisfying ending. I mean, looks at boys. I never could get into boys. I don't know. I think Ghost Rider's going down 5-1. Nice. Faith, hopefully you pull him, dude. I remember, so what's funny is I can't even tell you exactly how it ended, which I think is probably a good thing, was Breaking Bad. My recollection is I actually either respected or liked the way it ended. Does that sound right? I can't remember. I thought the show was amazing. But I recall thinking Breaking Bad ended pretty well. Ted Lasso actually ended really well, but they're bringing it back, so so much for that. I'd love to hear some examples because I'm struggling to think of shows right now. Yeah, O's fan. I recall. I think a lot of us did watching it live. We were like, they're coming back, right? Obviously, they're gonna show us another. Where is the other scene? What are they doing? Like it was very like, don't do the spinning top of Inception, please. Like, no, like that's not. It's not even that type of show. The show is like based in the real world. Like, what are you doing to us? Can't repeat the joke, Future, but that did make me laugh. Best series ever, MASH. Hey, thank you for the super chat, O's. This is where it shows you're a little bit older than I am. I know the show you're talking about, but I can't pretend to have watched it. But I know the show you're talking about. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate it. I'm not streaming that late, am I? I did stream longer than I thought I had. And you're usually not around unless I'm streaming pretty late in the day. So now I'm getting a little worried. I did the fight with Immortal. All his poisons get cleansed. Yeah, that's the design of the fight. I'm not trying to be like, I told you so. It's just more like, yeah, that's kind of the design of the fight, unfortunately. Corpse. Oh, got it. Okay. What's up, Frosty? Thanks for being here, man. All right, y'all. Shoot, I hate doing this when someone just did a super. Maybe we'll run one more or something. Does anyone have any other ones that ended well? I have heard that about MASH, that MASH had a good ending. At least the boys' ending was better than the comics. No, I know the characters you're talking about. Like I can picture it. I didn't watch it. I was young, dude. I was really young. Like by the time I even remember MASH, I think it was on like reruns, like probably on like WGN or something like that. I don't know if that channel is up where you live. It was a Chicago-based channel that was like on early cable, so like WGN, TBS, and they often ran like a lot of reruns of popular like sitcoms and whatnot. White Collar? I don't remember that show. I love MASH. It's so weird that I can't think of more. There's got to be more. 'Cause, I mean, my wife and I watched not a lot of TV, but we've enjoyed shows. Like one that stands out, but again, this isn't the question. Like bad was Dexter, to the point where like I didn't even try the other. Like when they brought him back and all that, I was just like, what? Sorry, I don't want to ruin that for anyone because the original show was pretty good. TV shows that had good endings. Yeah, so like on a quick internet search, they're saying Breaking Bad. My memory is that Breaking Bad ended very, very well. The Americans. Okay, I really liked The Americans. To me, it felt like they did one where you're like, okay, this fits with the characters and the world you've built. And it was a really good show. Yeah, there were some bad seasons of Dexter. That I agree with that too. Hey, have a great one, Corpse. Thanks for being here, bud. We're gonna be soon, Tiny. We're gonna be turning off. I don't know. I can't talk right now. Seinfeld ended fittingly, but not 100% agree. Seinfeld ended, you're like, actually, but it was not satisfying. It was not like, but I think they wanted to show characters that didn't grow. You know what I mean? Like, it's a really interesting one. Seinfeld, it would be funny to actually rewatch it. No, a lot of TV shows have not ended well. I gotta turn this off. So like The Good Place is all over this. I gotta say, I tried watching The Good Place. I could not stand it. I didn't watch Parks and Rec, which I know is surprising. It seems to fit my sense of humor. I think I was just busy raising babies, so didn't have a lot of time for TV. People are putting Lost as a good... What the hell? Does anyone think Lost had a good ending at all? What is... I don't think I can respect this at all. Dude, people who make tier lists on the internet are freaking weird, man. Something's wrong with those people. Yes, that was a joke. I think it's fitting that like a lot of these shows I either never watched or I've never even heard of. Like it kind of fits with what you're saying. Oh, okay. This one I remember too. And I am aware that a lot of my audience would not like this show. But I did. It was a show called Fleabag. I think it only had like 3 seasons. It might have even only been 2. I found it to be very, very funny. And I do recall the ending being pretty good. But it very much felt like the show had a lot more room. Like it felt like it had a lot more story to tell. So there was a little bit of that too. But that's always tough, right? Like when your show drags on a few seasons too long, I think that can be really tough too. So I'm like, all right. Modern Family, like I had given up on Modern Family by the time it ended. I had stopped watching it. And they have Amphibia on here. I thought Amphibia ended exceptionally well. Like, exceptionally well. Did any of you guys watch Amphibia? I'm curious if anyone actually watched that. Huh, that's interesting. Whoever said Lost ending good, we got... Yeah, I like saw that on the list and almost turned it off immediately. I thought the whole show of Lost, I think it was after season 1. Maybe season 2 wasn't bad either, but there was after like season 1 or 2, it's like the rest of the show is like complete trash. Like it became so clear that they had no clue what to do after season 1. It just became so obvious. They're like, oh yeah, and then this thing happened. Like it was like it didn't even fit the world that they had created. Self-deprecating here. Thank you very much, because thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah. Barry, I've heard a lot of people like the show Barry. Yeah, it's pretty. I've been meaning to watch it, so I can understand a lot of. I think people who watch this channel might like Fleabag. I think a lot of game people might not like Fleabag. I think you probably know what I'm saying. Big Bang ended well. All right, I'll take your word on it. What channel is that on, broski? Fleabag, dude, I don't even know anymore. It was like it's a British show. They were lost. I think that's the perfect way to end this stream. That Nail on head, old man, easy. Um, oh my God, glitch potato. We could talk about Game of Thrones. That could be like a week's worth of, because I think it was so bad that we, as a viewer, and like, you know, us all talking, we would probably have so many different things that we thought were bad, that like each stream could be its own. How bad was this? How bad was that? Like I'm already in my head going over so many things. But here, if anyone's like, hey, don't spoil Game of Thrones ending, like now's a good time for you to tune off. In a few seconds, I'm gonna talk about it. I understand that like most people already know, but I want to talk about one real quick, and then we will tune off. So, dun, dun, dun. All right, here we go. Is, as a fan of the show, I felt like Jamie had gone on this tremendous character arc. And so when he left Brienne and went back to King's Landing, it like upset me. I was like, no, like, how could you do this? Like, he's been through, he's grown so much. And like, I didn't necessarily identify, but like, I like Brienne so much, and like her character and like what she'd been through and what she represented. And I was like, no, like it like pissed me off, you know, like I wasn't like breaking things in my house, but I was like bothered. And I think it was my wife who was like, dude, it's Game of Thrones, and they established hard, like Jamie, I get how weird this is going to get, but like, he's kind of a selfish dick, and also he is like in love with his sister. And so like she's like, it kind of made sense for the character that like when it finally came down to it, he's going to come back. And I think like even his own kids at some point, maybe, I honestly don't remember. But I was like, you're right, but I'm not happy that you're right. Like, you can keep your facts to yourself. And so I think that's one of the few things that they may have gotten right, but as a viewer, I did not like it. Seriously though, yeah, that was so incredible. It really was. And I think honestly, Glitch Video, like I think it was so much of that final season and so much of that final episode was that way, that like it probably made me hone in on it too much. Cause like, again, dude. Like if that dude ever really finishes the series, and if Bran ends up being the king, I'm lighting all of the books I have on fire. Just to be like, you never knew what you were doing. Like I'm sorry, I don't believe, like, there's just no way. Like, I mean, maybe there is. Anyways, we should go. I should go. I have videos to record and work to do. I appreciate y'all. We're down to like 68 viewers on YouTube. Let's see. Is there someone? Well, here, I'll raid on Twitch first. Let's go ahead and raid someone. Oh man. Look, I know it's a CCP week, but man, you guys probably already have your drops, and like seriously, like they need more views. Let's raid Pontus. He's been working really hard, and I'll be honest, I've just recently become familiar with his channel. So if y'all don't mind, give him a chance. And if you still need your CCP dropped, I understand. Lord Shadow, who you know I enjoy and we often raid, is streaming right now too, so you can go out and get him there too. Otherwise, you can say hello to Pontus for me. Let him know I'm not gonna be able to attend. I got to get to work and eat and all that stuff. But appreciate y'all hanging out. I'll either be live tomorrow or Wednesday, depending on how much stuff I can get done. It would be fun to open up the crystals with y'all, so I'm gonna do my best to be able to stream tomorrow. If not, it'll just be a video. Yeah, thanks so much for hanging out, everybody. Massive thank you for all the subscribes, and of course to OSFan for the incredibly generous donation.
Yeah, maybe we would do that one.